You're listening to
Two girls.
One Crypt.
Listen if you dare.
Spoilers ahead.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You shouldn't live, Bill.
Tonight, we're talking about a filmmaker who made the twist more popular than Chubby Checker, the one and only M. Night Shyamalan. Perhaps best known for his Academy Award nominated film The Sixth Sense, Menage Naliatu Shyamalan has delighted horror, thriller, and fantasy fans since his first major motion picture released in 1998. M. Night is especially fun to talk about because he's a creator people tend to love or hate. We rarely come across many lukewarm Shyamalan fans. For that reason, we've invited a special guest for tonight's twists and turns. You're listening to Two Girls, One Crypt. I'm Misty.
And I'm Kendall. And tonight we're joined by our fellow M. Night fan, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hello, hello.
I'm so excited that you're here because it
Me too.
literally was so organic because we had you on Patreon and we were talking about it. And I was like, wait a minute. We need Ryan on a regular show. And then I was like, M. Night Shyamalan.
Perfect. It just happened to be our next episode. It worked out
Perfect.
so well.
It was pre-written for sure.
Thank you for joining us. This is
Mhm.
very special.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So we have a few questions before we get into like our movies that we picked. Just in general, like Missy said, which by the way, Missy making the twist more popular than Chubby Checker.
Is great. I laughed. Yes.
So good.
Yes. That was
Um,
literally my first post-nap thought. I woke up and I was like, "Oh, that's the sentence."
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's great. It's great.
Thank you, thank you.
So as you said, M. Night Shyamalan is kind of a divisive, not kind of, he's a divisive filmmaker.
Very, yeah.
You either love him or hate him.
Mhm.
So
I don't think I've ever met just like a casual Shyamalan fan. I don't mean like, some fans are rabid. Like it's either you really like his movies or you really don't like his movies. And I haven't met many people that are like, he's fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. What are our like each of us? What are our overall feelings about M. Night Shyamalan? I'll go first, I guess.
I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I like his movies. I did not watch any M. Night Shyamalan movies up until probably like maybe 2017-ish, maybe a little bit after. And I mean, I just never got around to them, I guess, because I didn't think I would like them. I was, that was before I was really watching a lot of horror.
Yeah.
And I never really sought after them. They just kind of came to me organically. And I like his movies a lot. Even the not so good ones. I like them. I think they all have a flavor and you kind of know what you're getting into a lot of times, which means like you don't at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
It's
it
one
is
of
a
those
paradox, right? You know what type of movie you're going to be watching.
If he doesn't have a twist, you're going to be disappointed.
Yes.
And there's a couple of movies where he doesn't, and most recently, and you're like, wait a minute, this didn't fuck me up enough.
Yeah.
So, but I like them. What about you, Ryan? What's your overall feeling?
I mean, I've always been a fan. I would say I really, really like his movies, but I also don't consider myself a diehard fan. Like I don't research when's the next M. Night Shyamalan movie coming out. It's just like, oh, there's a movie coming out. It's M. Night Shyamalan. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah. That's a great way to describe that. Yeah.
I've liked them all. I personally, for me, I think aside from The Village, Actually, I think I prefer Lady in the Water. It's one of my favorite
Ooh.
movies. But I
Oh,
know people that hate that movie and hate M. Night Shyamalan because of that movie. Like, that's in my life. I remember that being like, pre that movie, everybody thought he was cool. And
Hmm.
then that movie happened and everybody
I
flipped
distinctly
out.
remember that like
Yeah.
change in
Yeah.
society as well.
Yes. So then after that, I was just like, cool, I'll just watch those movies alone. It's fine.
Exactly. More room for me in the theater, you
it
know?
is
Yeah,
kind of
did.
one of those things like now, if you go see one or if you're watching one and you talk to like a movie fan, you're not really sure what their reaction is going to be when you
Hmm.
say, "Oh, I'm watching this M. Night Shyamalan movie," depending on
Hmm.
what it is. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of expect he's one of those, he's almost always going to have a conversation behind him
Oh
when
yeah.
he's brought up.
And I think that's worth a lot. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
good for
man
him.
comes with original ideas, and
Yep.
that's worth a lot to me
Yeah.
personally, you know.
I
Mhm.
agree.
Um,
Mhm.
I'm also
Yeah.
a fan. I have a note that I have for the happening, but I'm just gonna use it now because it fits. That there's a pure of heart theme that runs through almost all of M. Night's movies, and I think he is full of hope and whimsy, and I really love that
Yes.
about all his movies. He there was a quote I read earlier by him, um, about that being really important to him, like hope and the empowerment of children is very important to him in his movies. And I don't know, I'm such a negative Nelly, I guess, and I'm such a mean person, and I like that little. That's good for me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then speaking on the I thought it was funny that you said that some of his movies don't have a twist, and that's what we've come to expect from M. Night. He was set to direct The Life of Pi, and which has a very famous twist in it, and it's very important to the story. And
Mhm.
he turned the movie down because of his reputation by that
Mhm.
time of having like, and he knew people were going to come into this movie with a weird attitude looking for a twist, and it would ruin, you know, a beautiful movie for
Yeah.
them. But yeah, that's what we've come to. He's famously parodied in. I don't know if any of you watch Robot Chicken
No.
on. It's like
Of
the
course, it's amazing. Yes.
yeah, and for some reason, the Russell Crowe's fighting around the world and M. Night Shyamalan, it's a twist, is their earworms for me forever. But that's what he's parodied for, is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
his twist in movies.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Infamous.
think famously, and like this would require fact checking, but I just remember over the years reading things here and there, he famously stands up to Hollywood about changing things
Oh
or
yes.
not
Hmm.
making edits to his script. That's why I found that whole Avatar mess completely mind blowing because the issue was the whitewashing, and I
Yes, it
wonder
was.
how the hell did that
God,
even happen with M. Night Shyamalan? It
I
must have been
know.
a fight. It had to have been a fight.
Uh,
I would
I
assume that.
hmm And like
Yeah,
his career started with I think a lot of backing from his parents. I want to say his
yeah,
first film was basically funded by his parents. So
yeah,
Oh.
he's had like the comfort to do his own
yeah.
thing for a while. Um that's honestly that's the only way I can explain The Last Airbender too. It had to have
I
been
have no idea.
studio insistence
Yeah.
because M. Night is not a racist man.
No, I
No.
know he's not.
So
There's no way. Yeah.
yeah, so the fact that that totally tone deaf nonsense happened
I
Yeah.
cannot be him.
I never saw the movie, but did not know that Dev Patel played Zuko.
Oh, I
Oh yeah.
didn't know that either. I have
Yeah.
I
distanced
And
love
he did a great
myself fully
job.
Zuko's
from.
He did a great
voice.
job. He was one of
Zuko's
the only
voiced
things that
by
saved it.
Zuko was voiced by Rufio in
Oh, I didn't know
the
that
TV
either.
show.
Yes.
So the Rufio Zuko Dev Patel pipeline is like
I was
That's
I
made for
great.
love that.
you.
I love that for
You
me.
jumped into that
Yeah.
pipeline. Yeah.
But no, you're right, Ryan. I think that is really important for a filmmaker, especially one of color, to be just stand 10 toes down
Mhm.
on, you know,
He always has diverse cast.
he does.
Um,
I think he funded most of that movie with Josh Hartnett.
Oh,
I
Trap.
might be wrong. Don't
He
quote me. Please,
self-funded The
please don't kill
Visit
me.
as
But
well.
yeah.
I think The
Yeah, I
Trap makes
mean, like,
sense
so when
because
people aren't going to make the movie, he'll make it.
yeah,
I think The Trap was a project that I think he's like, okay, let's make this for my daughter.
And you know what? Good for him. Because if I
Who
had a
cares? I
child
enjoyed it.
whose music career I wanted to launch and I was a filmmaker, I'd fucking do the same thing.
I enjoyed that movie, so
Me too.
whatever.
Maybe for other reasons that some people don't enjoy it, and that's okay.
We've
talked about this before. The final 15 minutes are excellent because Josh Hartnett doesn't have a shirt on.
90% because of Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
So what was our first M. Night
Which
Shyamalan
I think
movie?
that also brings up something. Ooh,
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ryan.
Sixth Sense for me.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
Like
gonna
back
be
in the
so bad
day?
about cutting y'all off. I'm so excited.
Have you listened?
There's
You've
a
listened to the
delay.
show. We do this. Oh, there's a delay. Great. This will be fun.
Oh boy.
That's making it even worse. I'm so sorry. Now I feel like less of an asshole.
No, it's fine.
You say what you were gonna say.
Yes.
Oh, good, my goodness.
Do you want to like leave and come back? Do you think that would help?
Yes, because I worry that this is really going to throw me off.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just tap out and then tap back in.
Okay.
Yeah. How is the delay now?
You tell me. Am I cutting you off still?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to. We do it all the time.
No.
So.
For
Oh my
real.
God. That
For
was
real.
awful. I hated the way that made me feel. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't feel bad.
Ryan, I love you so much.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, what were you saying?
I have no idea. The last thing I remember you asking is what our first M. Night Shyamalan movie was.
I was gonna just go to that.
So yours was The Sixth Sense, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that, of course, was the big reveal. That was before we knew who he was or what was going to happen.
Yeah.
That was totally blindsided by that, just like Blair Witch Project. Trauma, devastation. Was already scared of ghosts. Was way too young to see it, but that was my first experience. Was just more trauma I didn't ask for, but still loved.
I can only imagine young Ryan watching that movie.
That little girl throwing up.
Oh God. Oh my God, I can't wait to talk about that.
Do you have a metaphobia?
No, I just, it's more so she did such a good job looking like she was vomiting and dying.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it as fake.
Oh, well.
So.
That is good acting.
Yeah, for real.
Ooh. Well, again, you're not giving credit to the makeup. Actors always get the credit.
Yeah, that was very good looking, chunky.
Good point.
Chunky.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Misty, what was your first?
You know, it's possible that The Village was my first M. Night Shyamalan. It's possible. I know it was not The Sixth Sense. I saw so many clips of The Sixth Sense because I taped the 1999 Academy Awards and watched them over and over and over and over again. And, you know, Toni Collette was nominated and Haley Joel Osment was nominated. So I saw those clips over and over and over again. I didn't see that movie until, I don't know, a few years ago, maybe, because I knew the twist. It was spoiled for me, so I didn't feel a need to watch it. But I think it's probably The Village. And we'll talk about why when we talk about The Village.
My very first one was Split.
Ooh, good one.
That's great.
That was also my first Anya Taylor-Joy. That was my I remember, like, I don't know if I like her. Don't worry, spoiler alert, love her.
I was about to get heated.
No,
good.
It took last night in Soho for me to be like, oh, she's great.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I don't know why, but anyway, that was my first, and then I slowly just kind of watched a lot of the others. I think I've seen most of them by now, but after Split came Glass, and then Shane and I watched that little I wouldn't even call it a trilogy, little trio of movies that,
yeah, they're kind of like closely related.
yeah. So, yeah, I think Split's probably a really good one to start if you're late in the game like I was.
It's a great movie on its own. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and one of the things that you said earlier, Missy, about how his movies all have like this thorough line of whimsy. 100. That's my favorite thing about all of his movies.
Yes.
The everything is connect, because I'm definitely connector to the core. So he is very much things have a purpose. Everybody matters. The smallest one's the most powerful.
I
And
just
I
love that.
live for that vibe, and that tends to be his whole thing.
Yeah.
I love that you brought that up, Ryan, because when she said that, I immediately thought of you, actually. And I guess
Oh,
like I
sweet.
didn't
Oh.
say it out loud, but because that is something that just makes us drawn to him. And that is something that I know you specifically look for in, well, everything, but definitely
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that you said that, Misty. That's
I
a good
think it's
one.
I
important,
agree.
especially in like, we consume a lot of terrible media, I mean, it's not like that doesn't make us bad people. It doesn't like change my personality or anything, but I go back and forth with whether or not I believe that whimsy and the smallest of us matter in real life a lot. Like sometimes I think, yes, we all have, matter in the grand scheme of things. And sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ, just blow the whole country up. Because we can't fix this. And so I don't know, it feels good to see that in a well-written story. Like I think M. Night's just such a good storyteller. I would, oh man, if he would like publish a book of like, I don't know, short stories, I feel like that would be amazing, I
Yeah.
just,
We're gonna have to talk about Lady in the Water sometime,
Yeah.
yeah,
because I feel like that's kind of what that
it
is or
is. It's a
supposed to
bedtime
be.
story, basically.
Yeah,
That's
hmm
one that I haven't seen. So,
it's great.
Um,
and our
oh,
favorite
favorite.
so far, Ryan, I think you said yours. Can you say it again?
The
Your
favorite out of all of them?
uh, yeah, all of his movies.
Oh, Lady in the Water. Yeah, that's like
Solid.
it's the most fairy tale hand. It's supposed to be. It's not unintentional.
hmm
It's all the when it came out, I was a really big fan, so I was actually excited about it. I was actually like looking at news things about it, and I just remember it being all this thing about this story he made up with his daughters and how he wanted to make it this special movie, and it was special to me. I went and saw it with a friend, Claire, that my friend at Ann Taylor. Hi, Stefan. he came he came twirling home.
I love him so much.
Incredible. This is
But
the best day.
yeah, he had a good day.
Right. I got a nap.
We got to see Stefan.
Right? So excited.
But
um,
anyway, yeah, all that. The Lady in the Water though is like really, really important movie to me. If y'all would ask me a top 5, it would be hard not to include it on any
Ooh.
list.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll definitely circle back at some point and talk about The Lady in the Water because I've never seen it fully. I came
Oh,
in like partially because my
Ooh.
husband loves that one. And I came in like, I don't know, halfway through the movie or in the later third, and it does not hit like I'm sure it hits when you watch the whole thing because I was like, what the fuck is going
It's
on?
ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and M. Night has a certain way of speaking. Like his
yeah.
dialogue's very specific to him. And so if you just walk into that and there's a bunch of adults speaking like, I don't know, fantasy characters, but they're not fantasy characters, they're real people, it's off-putting. So
It is.
I'm
Yeah.
going to, yeah, we'll circle back one day and talk about that
Yeah, for
for sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Missy, what would you say your favorite is?
Oh, it's The Village.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah.
So I know I came up with this question, but I don't know. I did not have an
Kendall.
answer planned. I guess I'm gonna have to say Probably The Visit is
Ooh.
probably my favorite.
I would, that's a close, like, probably second or third for me. So, yeah.
One of the ones that we covered tonight that I haven't seen, which is 3 out of the 4,
Mm-hmm.
might be a close second now too. I would have to watch it again, but
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
they're also good. And of course, Split, like
Yeah.
shout out to Split. I think we all love that one too.
Yeah. It's a great
That
one.
almost was what I chose before I chose The Visit. So
Well, here's some fast fire M. Night fun facts. When I started this list, I thought I was going to find a lot of really cool, like, fun facts about M. Night Shyamalan. Um, the man is not controversial. I mean, like, when we did Alfred Hitchcock, I had a laundry list of horrible things to say about Alfred Hitchcock, and I was very excited to say them. Not that I
yeah,
was excited to say bad things about M. Night Shyamalan, but I was like, ooh, let me look at this man's life. And he's just a really smart, kind man who has a very successful career. Like, he's not
Thank
controversial in
God.
any way, right? That I can find.
I
So
love that.
here's just a few interesting things about the man in case anyone wants to know. He co-wrote Stuart Little, and he ghost
Oh,
wrote She's All That.
That's crazy to
Isn't that
what?
me.
crazy?
So that is such a niche thing. I love finding out when people write stuff like that is not like Joss Whedon wrote Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
And
Crazy.
Suzanne Collins, infamous for writing The Hunger Games, wrote episodes of the TV show Little Bear.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love
Oh my
Yes.
Little Bear so
god.
much.
I love her
Yes.
so much.
Me
And that,
too.
oh my god.
I love Little Bear so much.
Me
It is
too.
having
Yeah,
a renaissance in my brain right now. I love it.
me
Little Bear
too.
gives me cute aggression.
I love woodland
I want to bite him.
creatures
Me
so
too.
much.
Or Frog and Toad, kill me.
Oh,
I love Frog and
those
Toad.
those
Yeah.
were the days.
Right? They're still the days. They're still alive.
Mhm.
Only because of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
truly.
Poor millennials trying to, like, desperately cling to something positive.
Yeah, nostalgia,
Yeah.
childhood, happiness.
Oh,
Any of the above. Two of his three daughters work in show business. Ishana is a film director. She directed The Watchers recently. And Salika is a musician. You can see her in the movie Trap that we just talked about. It's a whole concert of hers if you'd like. Um, M. Night, I find this fact very fun and interesting personally. He was raised Hindu, but he was educated in Catholic schools. He does not consider himself religious. He does not like organized religion. But he does consider himself spiritual. I feel like a lot of people say that, so I didn't want to type it out because it sounds cliche. I find it particularly interesting because of a lot of the themes that we see in his movies about hope and how he tackles the supernatural, especially in Signs. We have a former, I forgot, Presbyterian priest. I don't remember or Episcopal priest. I don't remember what religion he was. But the movie is about a man uh, fighting with his loss of faith after the death of his wife, and I find that movie very philosophical and interesting to think about. Um, and so I think that's interesting that he was raised Hindu, went to Catholic school,
And now just,
mushes that all together,
yeah.
and is so hopeful and whimsical, and I love it. And my last fact is his next film, which will be releasing next year, is a supernatural romantic thriller called Remain. It is starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Phoebe Dynevor.
Is that from Bridgerton?
Yes.
Phoebe?
Methinks it's about a ghost. Remain sounds like
Yeah.
someone died, their spirit remains. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm.
I am personally a Jake Gyllenhaal fan. I know a lot of people are not, but
I am.
Misty,
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
did you read any more about that? It is the adaptation of the book he wrote with Nicholas Sparks.
I saw it was an original idea from Nicholas Sparks. I didn't know that there's an actual book.
Interesting.
It's definitely a ghost then.
Yeah.
This is fine. You know what? I see the words supernatural romance and
Yeah, ghost.
Like,
ghost or vampire.
I love
but
ghost
probably-
fucker books.
Honestly,
vampire fucker books.
I haven't seen a ghost romance
in a hot minute, right?
Yeah, so I'm down.
Hey,
he might actually do a really good job with that whole concept.
Yes, well,
I think so.
I mean, yeah. Look at The Village. Like, he knows how to tackle romance really well, I believe. So
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it's
pretty
gonna
excited
be
about that.
great.
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
no reason to think it won't be.
But we are his fans, so
Yes.
That's true.
a bit of a loaded statement,
True.
but same here. With that, let's jump right in.
Okay.
You're starting, right?
I'm starting.
You're starting.
So I'm gonna jump in with The Sixth Sense
Ooh.
from 1999. It's PG-13.
Crazy.
And it's an hour 47 minutes. Before I begin, this was
Ryan
my
shaking
first...
his head to the no PG-13.
No way, I don't believe that.
This was my first time watching Sixth Sense. I think I'm sure I've said this on the show, but I guess just I didn't watch horror when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And when this came out, I was like 10 or 11 and definitely wasn't watching it then. And so as I got older, I knew what the twist was.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I want to watch it if I already know what probably the most famous twist in a maybe ever.
It's pretty
definitely
major.
at that time.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I mean, now everyone puts something in their movies, but that is definitely like the most like what in the world. So I just never watched it. And then when we started doing this show, I decided I was going to save it for when we covered it. And so this was my first watch. So with that being said, the synopsis. After being shot by a resentful former patient whom he failed to help, a Philadelphia child psychologist seeks redemption by treating a young boy with a disturbing secret. Tagline, also one of the most famous, I see dead people.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list of just like most quoted movie quotes in the history of movies.
Yep.
Period.
Absolutely.
Notable cast, we have Bruce Willis, who plays Malcolm. You might know him from Pulp Fiction, Die Hard, Glass, and Sin City, amongst many other things.
Yes.
Now, Missy, you're not a Bruce Willis fan, right?
He's fine.
Because he's a dad movie guy, I feel like.
Yeah, but I just don't like Bruce Willis.
That's fair. He was also in The Kid. I think that's pretty important.
Like, he's not a bad actor, so I can't say I hate Bruce. I mean, I could say I hate Bruce Willis. I don't. Anytime I watch a movie and I'm like, I could replace this man with many other men, and I would rather another man be here.
Milquetoast.
But like worse
Isn't that
than
what you say?
Like
yeah.
Milquetoast and I don't even know. Terrible. The man is he's talented and has a very storied career and whatever, but
I feel like he's not milquetoast. He's more like, I toasted this just a little too much that it's not
it's dry.
Yeah. Ryan, what?
It's just so mean.
Welcome.
Well, how do you feel about Bruce Willis?
Not that strongly.
Missy's like, he's fine, and then
yeah, and then actually
talking about how his basic ass sucks.
I kind of stirred that pot though. I was like, is he fine?
Whatever.
I think he's fine. I usually enjoy things he's in.
Oh my god.
But I don't think it's because of him. Anyway, we've spent way too much time talking about him. He was great in this movie.
He's fine.
We also have
Fifth Element, 2 thumbs up. That's all I got.
Oh, see, I could just so easily replace him with anybody else, even in the Fifth Element.
It was yeah.
He's just like, he's a fine actor, but like there's nothing that is uniquely Bruce Willis, and I'm like, oh my god, he's perfect for this part. I never say that about Bruce Willis ever.
That's fair. That's fair.
It is very mean, though. You're right.
We also have Haley Joel Osment, who plays Cole. You may know him as an adult from The Boys. He was also in Blink Twice.
Yes, I
He was
forgot
in
about that.
AI. He was also in Forrest Gump, and he was in oh, I just had it in my head. Secondhand Lions was just one of my favorites. I grew up with Haley Joel Osment. He's literally, I think, my age.
I love Haley Joel Osment. I love his career trajectory. I famously do not usually like child actors, but I really like him as a child actor.
So good.
For the most part, there gets a point where he kind of overacts a little bit, but like you cannot put too much pressure on children. Like he's a good actor, plain and simple.
He was so little in this. Like
Yes.
he's literally my age. I mean, he might be like I don't know, but he had to have been 8 or 9, 10 when he was 8 or 9 when he was doing this movie. Like that's crazy. That's so little.
And to
He
be
might have been
acting
younger.
I've
Who
been younger.
knows?
Bruce Willis and Toni Collette and carrying his own is really impressive.
Well, and one of the other things too that I can't let go unnoticed is he was also the voice for the main character in Kingdom Hearts, Sora,
Oh, Sora, that's
which is
true.
iconic.
I
I love
love
that.
Kingdom
I'm so glad you
Hearts.
said that. Oh boy.
Oh
We also
boy.
have Toni Collette, who plays Lynn. You might know her from Hereditary, Knives Out, Krampus, also a million other things. I will probably
Literally.
watch if she's in it. I will likely watch it.
Yeah.
I forgot that we have already covered her in Krampus. I thought this was our first time. But she's so good, and she's so good in this too.
Her,
So good.
I have a note later, but her New York accent is so good. Like I forget she's Australian and she has one of the best American accents I've heard
Misty.
on a non-American actor.
I did not know she was Australian until like maybe 2021,
Yeah. She's that
2022.
good. It's like Christian Bale. And I think we make this comparison every time we talk about her. Like I all the time forget Christian Bale is British. To the fact where I secretly think he's not and he's like there's a long con and he's actually American or maybe Australian and he's putting on a British accent. I don't believe it.
I actually cannot get down the rabbit hole of talking about Christian Bale because I just think he is like I'm not gonna say, oh, there's a Christian Bale movie out. I'm gonna jump to go see it, but
Yeah, you will. I will.
he is such an amazing actor. I will never ever, and I've said this so many times, I will never ever ever get over the fact that when he did American Psycho, he did Patrick's morning routine and skincare and workout routine to get into character, and I will never forget that because he is absolutely amazing in that movie.
He's literally crazy. That's what he is.
How many times has he gained weight and lost weight and like
he did The Machinist and then he did Batman. So fucking think about that for 5 minutes. Like
not
that
even
is
gained weight, he gained muscle.
yes,
and
I don't know. He ate an apple and a can of tuna fish every day to lose weight for The Machinist, and then gained like I don't know 200 pounds, something crazy for Batman. It's crazy.
an apple and a can of tuna fish.
An
I would
apple
be
and
a
a can
monster.
of tuna.
A monster. I would have.
I would be
no one in my
divorced.
life.
My children would disown me. Yes.
I wouldn't have a job.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have friends.
Mm-mm.
But I would be skinny. And M. Night Shyamalan is famous
We forgot to
for
mention this, yeah.
being in his movies with cameos, and he has a cameo in this. He is Dr. Hill.
Yes.
My first note was longtime listener, first time caller, because as soon as this came on, I was like, okay, here we go.
How exciting was this for you?
It was very exciting. It was so infamous. This just straight up, this is such a good movie.
Even knowing the twist, because I was afraid I would not enjoy this movie, which is why I waited so long to watch it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the twist is huge. Huge.
Well, I was
like, surely the movie can't be good.
Yeah, I still had questions about it. I was like when he first meets Haley Joel Osment and he goes, I'm going to see you again, aren't I? And I just assume, like a normal person would assume, but I was like, wait, does he know he's dead? Does he not? Like, I didn't expect him to know he was dead, I guess. But oh, spoiler alert.
He sees dead people.
He sees dead people.
Yes.
Yeah, if anyone's listening to this has not seen Sixth Sense and has never had it spoiled for them, well, I just already spoiled it. But
it's been almost 20 years, so
yeah.
And
it's
that's
in
the
the
reason why I didn't
zeitgeist.
have many notes on this one, because I have not seen this one. Of all the M. Night Shyamalan movies, this is the one I have seen the least.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I couldn't even tell you when. Like, it was a very long time ago. So I really did not remember much other than the twist. And like I said, it just made it a different kind of movie.
Yeah.
But it was still very. I ended up not taking any notes because I was just watching it. So
We do that
Yeah.
sometimes.
yeah,
If we
I
get
did
like
that with a
fully
few.
immersed in a film, that usually means we either really like it or are dumbfounded with how bad it is. That's
yeah.
we could
Yeah.
tell by our notes.
Well, and it was so scary when I was a kid, so it was kind of cool watching it now.
I think it's still scary as an adult. I think
Yeah.
watching it as a full-on adult and watching this poor baby child go through all of this with no one believing him or understanding him is this movie
It's
is so sad.
So sad.
And him having, I think for me, him having such an awareness of it too. Like,
Yes.
he was so emotionally mature. Like,
Yes.
he understood things that were way too complex that even the adults around him aren't picking up on, which is just heartbreaking, because I
That's
don't even know if he
sad.
was 8 or 9. He might have been younger.
He might have
I
been.
was a little kid. I have no
I
idea.
mean, if Haley Joel Osment was 8 or 9, he was probably playing a younger child. That's usually how it goes.
He has
So he was
a baby
the
like cherub face,
yeah,
so he
the
was probably
character
playing
was
younger.
probably supposed to be like
I want to
6 or
say he
7.
was. Ooh, I want to say he was like 10 or 11 when he was nominated.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna
what I
look up his
remember.
age so I
So
know
yeah,
when
he
I'm
was probably
talking.
like 9, around the age of 9 when they filmed.
But yeah, it was heartbreaking though, and the scenes with
Yeah.
his mom. Oh
That's
God,
the
Oh
because he
my
scene in the
knew
god.
that.
car. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the scene that they used. That's the clip that they used at the Academy Awards for Tony Collette's. So I saw that scene, I don't know, about 100 times before I saw this movie. And I mean, I was moved by just the clip of those two speaking to each other. It's really powerful.
So Haley Joel Osment was truly the best person for this role because
Hmm.
we were just talking about how young he was and how this character had so much. He had to have so much maturity and like depth.
Hmm.
And like Haley Joel Osment in all of the things he's ever done has always been a little old man in a
Yes, he
child's
is a
body.
little old
And
man.
that was his character. And now he
Yeah.
plays this like
The raunchiest,
raunchy,
grossest.
gross. I love it.
I
He was
love
also in
it.
the
I love
Entourage
it too.
movie.
Oh, was he?
Uh-huh. And he played a gross, raunchy guy, and I love it. And to confirm, yes, he is 6 months older than me.
Okay.
But
Same age.
him wearing his dad's glasses at the beginning,
Oh God. It
that
breaks my
killed
heart.
me.
I know.
And then
Jesus.
with the kitchen scene, when we first meet his mom, and she turns around and all of the cabinets are open, and he's just sitting there and he's like, "Are you mad at me?" And
Oh,
she's like, "No, baby, no, look at me. I'm not mad at you."
You
It
see, I love M.
kills
Night for
me.
that too. I love the way he writes the relationships between parents and their children. I think he so carefully wrote how Toni Collette's character treats her son. Like because she says it a few times, look at my face.
Mhm.
I am not mad at you.
Mm-mm.
And I swear to God, if every parent on the planet did that for their children, we would heal humanity in like one generation.
That's that's another thing about that character. Like you can see and feel her frustration
Hmm.
because this is a very hard thing. She doesn't know what's going on with her kid,
Hmm.
but above everything else, you see and feel the love that she has for him.
Hmm.
She would do anything for that kid, despite like if he killed somebody, she would be there in a heartbeat. Like you can see that, and I don't know if that's just the writing and Toni Collette's acting together, but it was a perfect marriage.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what that little boy needed in a mother. And I love when you see supportive parents and not parents who are just like, my God, my kid, he's fucking
crazy.
Weird. Yeah.
Right?
Like she was always team Cole.
Yeah. I was literally like, name.
I forgot his name too.
So there is a person who I did not put in notable cast because sometimes my husband likes to pop in with fun movie facts because he thinks I think I know everything about movies, so he thinks if he jumps in with a fact I don't know, he's so fucking proud of himself. And he said, "Oh, I loved Donnie Wahlberg in this movie." I said, "Donnie Wahlberg is not in this movie. What are you talking about?" He was like, "Oh, yes, he is." So I had to go look up in the cast list, and Donnie Wahlberg plays the patient that shoots Bruce Willis. He lost like 40 something pounds to play that role. Go back and look at pictures of him.
I'm
He's
doing it.
unrecognizable.
It really makes you wonder how much did they pay him to do that to himself? Because it seems like a small role for that
Holy
kind of.
shit.
But for a
Are
big
you
name.
kidding me?
Like,
Yeah.
And M. Night's worked with a few of the Wahlbergs, so apparently, I guess they're friends. But yeah,
I never in my wildest dreams would have ever said, yeah, that's him.
never.
And Missy, what did you say he looks like? I can't.
He looks like a McPoyle.
He
my God,
does.
he does.
He does.
I was like, that is not Donnie Wahlberg. You are lying. And I pulled up IMDb. I was like, God damn it! I gotta tell my husband he's right. Whatever.
Well,
he got my goat on that one.
Flowers for Martin because he's got
so
my
proud
ass
of
with that.
himself.
He should
so
be.
Crazy,
I'm just
right?
looking at pictures of this guy now. I can't. Oh my gosh.
I have a question for everyone because so anytime we watch an M. Night Shyamalan movie, we're looking for the twist, right? We know to look at things very hard because they're not as they seem when we watch an M. Night movie. So this time around, watching The Sixth Sense, there's a puppy in this apartment. There is a husky puppy in this apartment, right? And we see him maybe 3 times. The first time is in the laundry room. He's sitting in a laundry basket. Toni Collette doesn't even like pay attention to this dog. And then there's another point where the puppy is in Cole's room when she's putting him to bed after like the attic incident. And again, she's ignoring this dog. Nobody ever it's a husky. It never barks. Nobody ever walks the dog. And I'm like, is the dog dead? Is this a ghost dog?
But I didn't even notice that dog.
So you won almost. I was about to completely agree with you that dog was a ghost now.
It's not.
Except there was that one scene where the dog was in the wall. And she was like, "It won't come out."
Yes.
And I don't know why I remember it so clearly.
That's
but
exactly.
If it wasn't for that memory, I would have believed you.
That's
now.
exactly the point where I was like, "Oh, it's alive. Why is no one walking the most high, other than like a Malinois? It's like the most high energy dog breed you can have. It doesn't make any noise.
Had a lot going on.
I don't remember this dog.
Working, what, 3 jobs?
3 jobs.
Yeah.
Who was taking care of the puppy? I was convinced it was also
dog.
dead.
That would have been so fucking sick.
Right?
I have to watch this again because I do not remember a dog at all.
Kendall, it is the cute. It's got the evil eye marks on its eyes. It is the cutest fucking puppy. And just like against type because they're the loudest fucking dogs.
Yeah.
And high energy. Nobody walks him ever. I guess he's just home alone all day. I don't know.
Yeah.
In New York?
Fighting off ghosts.
Yeah.
Poor thing. My God.
So.
Misty.
He probably gets so much anxiety when he comes home.
Oh.
He's like, oh God, here they come.
Oh, the ghost kid's back.
The ghost kid. Missy, who won Best Picture in the 1999 Oscars?
It was Shakespeare in Love.
Okay.
Because Saving Private Ryan, for some fucking reason, lost out to Shakespeare in Love.
That's right. I forgot that was your villain story.
That's the beginning of my villain arc. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was or maybe that was 1998. Let me make sure I didn't just. Well, I do. I just definitely know for sure that Saving Private Ryan lost against.
I just remember specifically watching the Jerry Maguire year, and I think that was the first Oscars that I truly ever watched. And
it was Shakespeare in Love, 1999.
Okay.
Yep.
But anyway,
The Sixth Sense was nominated for Best Picture. This is the fourth horror movie nominated for Best Picture after The Exorcist, Jaws, and The Silence of the Lambs. And honestly, I think it's in great company. I think it deserves to be there.
Let's talk for just a second about the fact that Toni Collette was nominated for this and not Hereditary.
I almost don't want to talk about it because it makes me so angry. I
It's
mean,
just baffling.
I stopped watching the Academy Awards because it's a different animal now.
Yeah.
It's truly not an award for the best of the category. It's whoever they want to push that year, or if there's like, I don't know, it's all, especially last year when I learned that they had to tell the Academy, you have to watch all the movies before you vote for them. And the fact that we as plebs learned that they told them that, I'm like, if we're hearing this, oh my god, that means they haven't been watching these movies for probably decades. It's not real. So
yeah,
I'm not surprised that she wasn't nominated for Hereditary. I think it's extremely unfortunate and stupid, but
it's just crazy because she's great in this for sure, but the fact that she was forgotten with that is just crazy. Also, if anyone listening wants to hear more about how we feel about the Oscars and horror, we have a Patreon episode. You can check it out at Two Girls One Crypt on Patreon, $5 a month.
Beyond the Crypt.
Also, Misha Barton was the vomiting girl.
Yeah.
And
what about her?
I know her from the OC, but I thought that was so interesting when I saw her. And that scene is, Ryan, you got to tell us more because that traumatized you, right? You said it.
So sad. I mean, it was so scary for one
Yeah.
when he hears her and then he finds her in the blanket fort, which was, I mean, obviously it was supposed to be traumatizing. That was a safe place, like. But it was just so scary, and it was like such a long, scary scene too, because then it bled into the reveal.
Yes.
About how she died, which was also horrifying, and the way it was revealed. Even watching it. We watched The Sixth Sense the other night again, so it's fresh in my mind. But it made my stomach turn still. And I just was like, oh, how disgusting.
Yeah.
Even though it's fake, it just feels so.
But it's not. Like, people do that to their kids every
I'm glad
day.
you brought that up because I actually
proxy.
had forgotten about that. And the fact that it was the mom and it's just, there was like no rhyme or reason that they told us, right? They didn't tell us.
I mean, it's always for attention.
Yeah, but
it's usually the mom, and it's usually for attention.
It's just
she's seen as such a good angelic mother for caring for her sick child that she's poisoning herself. Yeah.
And I loved that he brought, that was kind of like a closure for him and a closure
because that's what he starts. That's how he learns. That's how he's going to get rid of the ghosts. He has to listen to the ghosts and help them find closure, basically. So this little boy approached a grieving father at the funeral of his dead daughter, and gave him a creepy videotape of the mother poisoning her.
If Haley Joel Osment approached
her
me
funeral,
that baby Haley Joel Osment, I would be like, I'll listen to what you have to say. He was just so sweet, and he's just very like, remember him in Forrest Gump when he's like,
yes,
hi, Mr. Gump, like he's just.
What did he say? Am I like you? Or no, that's what Forrest says to him. Are you? Yeah. Oh my god.
Am I like him, or is he like me?
Is he like? Yeah. That is like this. Ugh, I can't even think about that.
Yeah, but
I ugly cry.
Yeah. Oh my god, this movie is so sad.
It is sad, but I think the heart of it is the relationship between Cole and his mother, and just these two people trying to love each other the best they can and exist. And the fact that the movie closes out with that scene in the car, with her finally understanding him in a way that they can move forward now, I feel like maybe he could have brought up the grandma earlier, and maybe she would have believed him a lot earlier. I don't know. We could have kind of cut this movie a
I
little
think
bit.
he was scared too, because
Yeah,
he's like, I'm
probably.
not taking the bumblebee pendant.
Yeah.
The way she said bumblebee pendant, I was like, I would listen to her say it over and over. It was just like getting something in my brain. The bumblebee
It was
pendant.
scratching.
Yeah.
And I could certainly be over analyzing it, but I almost feel like, again, he was so mature. Like,
Yeah.
just obviously written that way, but I think he knew he didn't even want to tell her till he knew how to fix it.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah.
he didn't even want to dump it to her. It would be another problem she couldn't fix.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean,
So,
he sees her sporadically, really. She has to
yeah.
miss like a lot of important things in his life because they literally cannot survive unless this woman is working multiple jobs. And
Yeah.
so yeah, he actually did wait for the perfect moment to kind of spill this really heavy thing on his extremely busy, stressed out, concerned mother.
And the choice to have it in the car like that, like for a filmmaker point of view, I thought I really liked that because
they
she
had
can't
to
go
stop.
anywhere.
She had to stop in that moment, and he was like, "All right, well, this is the perfect time. She can't go to work. There's nothing to drop me off at,
Mhm.
and there's a dead man at my window. So now is the perfect time."
Oh God. And then we got to talk about Malcolm too and the twist
Oh, we didn't even remotely talk about
Oh
Bruce
God, isn't that the truth?
because he this entire time he's
Yeah.
visiting his wife
Yeah.
and she's very like just
Wasn't that so well done?
so well done.
Even going, and I
Um,
love that you have to go back and watch his movies more than once. Even going back and watching, knowing he's dead, the way that it's filmed, it's still believable, but that she's just being cold to him. It's so
well,
good.
and I would have to say that actress is so good.
She
She's
is.
also in Dollhouse as one of the fiercest characters that has ever been written.
Oh yeah?
I did not know she was in this movie. I had not seen this movie in so long. I didn't know who she was, but
Who is
I love
she?
her.
Who's
She
she in
plays
Dollhouse?
Adele. She runs the
Shut
Dollhouse.
up! That was Adele.
That was Adele.
Stop.
She is such a good actress.
That was Adele. Oh, she was just so young.
Olivia Williams.
Yeah, I was so excited to see her. I
Oh,
love her.
she is so good. Yeah.
Oh, she's in
Oh.
Dude Prophecy?
When you said the most badass character, I thought of Adele and I was like, there's no way that was her.
She's also in The Lord of
That
the
was
Rings,
her.
The Rings of Power.
I didn't
Wow.
catch her in that. I didn't. That's
She's
crazy.
she's been in a handful of other things. She's
The
really
Wheel of
good.
Time, she does a lot of fantasy science fiction
Oh,
television
she played
shows.
Camilla in The Crown.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
That's a big deal. Hate that bitch, but
Right? Oh,
she was
She plays.
she's a
I was
good
about to say she
hateable.
plays bitches so
Yeah.
well. Adele
Yeah.
is such a bitch.
Oh, you really should
but
watch
she's
Dollhouse one day,
not. I
Missy.
will, because when did we probably the episode you were on is when we talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm putting that on my list.
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 I will.
Yeah.
I will. But she's not at all a bitch in this movie. She
No.
plays
No.
a very sympathetic character. Even if the movie had not had the twist in it, I
Yeah.
would understand. You know what? I would understand that dynamic.
Yeah, because you're led to believe that Malcolm is just spiraling after Donnie Wahlberg shot him,
Yeah,
and
and
because he felt like it was his fault.
and kind of
And
abandoning his marriage in like a spiritual sense. And they just fall out of love with each other, and she tries for so long and then can't do it anymore. And it still works knowing the twist. It's so crazy.
so
Like
good.
M. Night is an amazing filmmaker.
Yeah.
The restaurant scene? Oh, I thought it was
Yes.
the other restaurant. And, I don't know if that was his like a joke because he was late or if he actually went to another one. But he sits down and then he's talking and she's like paying the bill and like just the way it was shot was so good. And she says,
Because she
Happy
even looks
anniversary.
up at him, even though she's just looking in the general direction of the
Yeah.
seat, and says "Happy Anniversary" and gets up and walks away. I'm like, God damn, she hates him.
This is how my
Well, and I
brain, oh,
think,
go ahead.
oh no, you go ahead.
This has nothing to do with what we were talking about. So you go first.
Well, I was just gonna the way just it's more about just the way that he writes movies. There's something very, and I almost so he writes twists in a way that most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Twists can oftentimes ruin a movie, by doing things like it was all a dream, it
Yeah.
didn't actually
Kendall
happen.
Oh,
loves that.
I hate
Yes,
that. Oh.
so his twists, I'm gonna say don't do that, but maybe they do. I don't know, but
I don't think
mostly
so. I think you're right.
I don't think so. They recontextualize his movies to where once you know the twist, it doesn't make the whole movie pointless.
No, we
It
have
just change.
two. We
You
have a
see
new
this other
movie.
layer.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, you have a new movie.
No, we have two
Exactly.
movies, and I
You
will
do.
say, like M. Night Shyamalan did not invent the movie
No,
twist. Like this has
no.
existed for decades.
Yeah.
He just does it in a different way.
Yeah,
You know?
smart.
Yes.
For the most part, he does it very smartly.
That the way you said that, that is such Missy, that's a good clip pull because that is a great way to describe some of these other movies that we'll talk about too, and the way those are because definitely I view them differently when I watch them again.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was now following that, it sounds really silly, but
Never.
the restaurant scene kind of made me think of another movie. Ryan, have you seen The Invisible Man from 2020?
Oh, I thought of that
Oh my God,
too.
yes, it
Okay.
is so good. I actually, y'all feel free to tell me to stop talking because I could go on about this for a while.
Oh, we
It
love The Invisible
I
Man.
cannot stand what's her name? Elizabeth
Elizabeth
Moss? No.
Moss.
I can't stand her. It's the Scientology thing. I'm being biased. I'm sorry. It's fine.
Oh
I'm
no.
never gonna meet her. It doesn't
The
matter.
hypocrisy of
That
her being in A Handmaid's Tale and being a
I can't.
Scientologist is not lost on me.
I can't. It's so disappointing.
It's so crazy.
How however, that's a great movie. And
Love it.
I also really like that movie because my mom, who I will not talk much about, is a complete nightmare. But one of the things that I enjoy with her is watching horror movies with her because she is shocked by every single thing that happens
I
for
love
the
that.
entire duration. And we watch I watched that movie with her for the first time, and it is my favorite memory ever. I laughed
Oh,
so hard
That's got to
because
be so entertaining.
that movie was shocking. If you can just imagine how normal people reacted to that movie,
Yeah.
my mom being on an 11 was just
the
I
knife
had
scene.
never I can't. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, I can only imagine how she reacted to the knife scene because
It was wild.
I love that. And I agree with you about Elizabeth Moss. I think we talked about that when we talked about that movie, but she's such a great actress that it's
She's
honestly so
phenomenal.
infuriating.
Yes, it
Mhm.
pisses me off every time I think about it. I like hate love her. It's
Yeah.
It is like even that just sounds too nice. Yeah, it
yeah,
is really disappointing.
I'm most of the time I'm totally okay separating art from artists, and that's what I do with Elizabeth Moss because
Yeah.
You have,
she
yeah.
it's just I don't know. It the cognitive dissonance she has to have to be in movies that say such big things that are the antithesis of the religion that she lives, breathes, and gives all her money to. Uh,
Crazy.
Right. It's crazy.
I
It
wouldn't feel
definitely
this
makes
way
sense.
if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the Handmaid's Tale of it
yeah.
all. Like it's crazy to me. But
I
I
agree
just
actually. Yeah.
yeah, I thought of that scene when we were talking about that. The restaurant scene was just so infamous. I love that part. But I was like, I need to know if Ryan has watched this because it obviously I thought you would like it, and I was right.
I bought the
Oh yeah,
shoes
it
she
was great.
wears in that movie after watching that movie because I don't know. For some, like, I was brainwashed, I think, when I watched The Invisible Man. I went and bought those fucking shoes.
Missy,
So
I love
weird. I
that.
love that so much.
I wore holes in them, but I was like, she looks so fucking cool in her all black, like, an outfit that I cannot afford, but I can get those shoes at Shoe Depot, so I'm getting those.
I love that. Um, I guess all for Sixth Sense. Do we have anything else to add?
No,
I did not expect to go. That was a lovely conversation.
It's
That
a
was
great
I
movie. Again,
was
it's just a really well-made movie
so good.
without the twist, and then with the twist, it's well acted, well written, just, great special effects. It is scary, but it is at its heart a drama, um, with a lot of important things to say. Great movie. Great pick.
well, my final thought is it's too bad that those kids in The Visit didn't have Tony Collette
Oh
as a
my
mom.
God. Yes. You're so right. God, they could have used Lynn as a mother.
Oh, she would
None
have
of
handled
it
that
would
totally
have.
differently.
She would have come in with a machine gun. She
Oh
wouldn't have
my
let it happen to
God.
begin with, first of all. But, anyway.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
She would have performed the citizen's arrest herself.
God, for real. She would have she would have swatted that house, is what she would have done.
All right, Misty, what's your first?
Oh, all right. We're gonna start off with what anyone that I've talked to about M. Night Shyamalan, other than The Last Airbender, which is in another category, it's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
Of his thrillers slash horrors, the one that people hate the most that I've spoken to is The Happening.
Yep.
And it just so happens that I love this one, so I picked it. It is from 2008. It is rated R. It is crazy to me that this is rated R and The Sixth Sense is rated PG-13. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
But okay.
No.
It is an hour and 31 minutes long. It is a shorter one. The synopsis is a science teacher, if you can believe it. His wife and a young girl struggle to survive a plague that causes those infected to commit suicide. The tagline is, "We've sensed it. We've seen the signs. Now it's happening," which I'm putting on the list of the worst fucking taglines. That is so bad. Who wrote that? Anyway.
We really should have been making a list
I
of the best
know.
and the worst, because
I think that would be number one. I can't remember
pisses
one
me
so
off.
bad. It's
Really bad.
Ugh.
Really bad. It's a warning, is what it should have
It
been
is
for all
a
of us.
warning.
Oh my God.
Our notable cast, as I said, if you can believe it, Mark Wahlberg, who plays Elliot, plays a science teacher. Again,
Awful.
obviously, M. Night is friends with the Wahlberg family. I would love to know how that happened.
I think they're friends with a lot of people.
I hate Mark
don't know.
Wahlberg. I think I wrote that about 3 times in my notes, but
I
You did.
am not a fan. I
he
didn't
is a
hate him.
fucking racist prick.
I did not
Hey.
hate his character in The Departed.
The Departed. So
I
anytime
just said
I
that so I could say The Departed.
reference a character that is in The Departed, it is never spelled The Departed. It is spelled The Departed.
It's The Departed. I saw that movie for the first time, like maybe last year, maybe the year before. And I'm famously not a huge Matt Damon fan. Who's the other one in
Leo.
that? Leo, yeah. Okay. I wanted to say Leo, but then I'm also
Mark
weird
Wahlberg.
about him too. And yeah. But
all the gross men are in The Departed.
I fucking love that movie. And that actually got me kind of on the Matt Damon train. Now I'm not gonna drop what I'm doing to go see a Matt Damon movie. But I mean I am pretty excited for the Odyssey. But anyway.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say The Departed.
From The Departed. He was also in Boogie Nights. Now, looking up his credits, I think Mark Wahlberg might be the most booked actor in Hollywood, because IMDb gives you all previous credits for an actor and then all in production or in development credits for an actor. He's got like 15 projects, either in post-production or in development.
He produces a lot too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's always, and I don't know. I choose to not know anything about Mark Wahlberg, but I think he has a bunch of kids.
I feel.
Like,
that's I was about to say I don't know anything about him.
Nothing.
I feel like I in my head he's in the I don't want to think about it file.
Yes.
And
me too.
I think part of that is because of fear. just because he was
he played that a little too well,
We
didn't he?
didn't put that on his list, did we? I love
No.
that movie.
Yeah.
It was very convincing. So I
He's
just
terrifying.
always associated him with that abusive
Mhm.
boyfriend character.
Yep.
And I don't know, I think in real life he's also pretty bad, so I just
Yes,
never
he
looked
is.
into it.
He is.
You know what he said. Exactly what he
Yeah.
said. Everything. I just have this feeling. I never looked into it.
Don't care to know anything about him. I just know I
Yeah.
don't like his acting. I don't like talk about milk. Here's milk toast. This is milk toast.
For real.
And he usually I did read a quote by him where, you know, people make fun of him for playing a science teacher because, like, Mark Wahlberg is a science teacher. I don't think so. He's like, well, whatever. I'm not playing a cop or a gangster, which is all I ever do. So,
which is all he ever did. Yeah, or does.
Well, there might be a reason for that.
Yeah. Case in point, The Happening.
Yeah.
The other notable cast, we have Zooey Deschanel, who plays Alma. You may know her from Elf, New Girl, 500 Days of Summer, or Tin Man, which is a weird show that I forgot. Have y'all seen Tin Man? Okay, it's a weird, like, alternate universe, like
I've seen parts
Wizard
of
of Oz that I really love. We don't see a lot of stuff like that pop up anymore. I love crazy shows like that.
Well, that, and they had the Neverland one, and they had the Alice one.
Mm-hmm.
The Neverland
one was so
good.
That reminds me. I had an idea I wanted to save to when I was talking to y'all. Ooh. Speaking of miniseries, I also love the Forgotten miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to watch The Stand from the 90s with y'all at some point.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Yes. Kendall, write that down.
I'm writing it down.
Okay, good. Thank you. If I write it down,
and I will say nothing else. I'll say nothing else. I just want to get that out there. I would love
the
to
miniseries you said
from the 90s.
The 90s
because there's a new one, with Amber Heard is in the
Not
new one.
That one.
She's terrible. She's got a terrible wig in that too. They're always putting that bitch in bad wigs.
I'd rather watch what's her face that I can't stand from Oculus.
I think she wonder what's going on under the wig.
Karen
Gilliam. I'd rather watch her.
Those wigs. God. We also have John Leguizamo, who plays Julian. You may know him from Spawn, Moulin Rouge, Romeo plus Juliet, or The Window. The Window. What the fuck? The Menu. All right, I had a stroke. I hate that I kind of love John Leguizamo and a lot of his projects because he's also a little bit of a turd, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know, but he's been growing on me. Also, to go back to Zooey Deschanel for just a second, because I meant to, and then I got
talk
excited.
her a lot later.
Okay,
so
how do we feel about her, real quick? Because like I used to love her.
No, Milquetoast as a woman. I mean, she played her type in 500 Days of Summer. She is the manic pixie dream girl, and I feel like she is that character in everything that she does, even though that's not.
It's Ryan.
The point.
I was like, it's Ryan. When we said something about Zooey Deschanel, Shane walks in and does this.
Yeah,
not a fan.
We agree.
Like, I don't know. I don't hate her. She's just another person that I just don't think about. I'm like, whatever.
I used to love her because I love the idea of the manic pixie dream girl before I knew what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I love the indie whatever that was going on during 500 Days of Summer and all that. But
yeah, it was that Garden State, you know, that whole category of just pick me.
I have a problem with her because of this movie, and I'm going to tell you why.
Ooh,
there are plenty of character actors out there that play the same thing in every movie, and whether or not it fits, it works because that person pulls it off. She cannot play the same character in every movie, clearly. However, she has been booked in 4,000 different roles. As if she had range.
She's not even a good actress.
She's not. She plays that one thing well, and that's all it should be.
She plays quirky.
And then you have Anna Kendrick, who can't get a job. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't.
Oh. Anna Kendrick might be a Horcrux for Ryan.
I can't. I mean, she's so talented.
She
it
is.
just doesn't matter. It's fine.
You know what? Oh, I'm so glad you're here. What an interesting comparison. because I am always about this actress is so good. She should have a career similar to this one.
There's a lot of actors that are just like consistently not working, and it baffles me. And I mean, Hollywood is all about networking and your connections anyway,
100%.
you know?
Yeah.
And so that's unfortunate in any business, because you've got truly talented people that are just, falling through the fingers of these
But that's why
studios.
it is so important, and we are so lucky. Actually, one of the good things now is people can self-produce, and that's
Yes,
why
the indie
Kickstarters
horror
and
that's
things
coming
are
out right
important.
now is
Yes.
leaps and bounds better than
Yeah.
most studio productions. And I think that's saying studios are going to learn the wrong thing from this. I know
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. It's unfortunate, so we all just need to enjoy and
Yes.
eat while we
Yeah.
can and say thank you, because we're having so many good movies come out lately with
Yeah. I
actors
agree.
we'd never see otherwise, who are fucking nailing it,
You're
you know?
right. You're
Absolutely.
right. Like
From
Sophie
Obsession.
Thatcher.
Oh,
Sophie
yeah,
Thatcher.
Sophie Thatcher.
Hmm.
I forgot her name, but we need to learn it from Obsession. She,
Yet to see that.
oh my God.
Well, and even, like I know you're not a big fan, but I really like Felicia Day.
I'm a
She is
fan.
I love Felicia Day.
I've
She's come
healed.
I do
around
too.
on
I'm not a
Felicia.
She's
brat
really
anymore.
good about
She's great.
self-promoting. She's really good about saying F you
Mm-hmm.
to things that suck for
Yep.
people, and I just appreciate her vibe.
She's an artist. Like
Yep.
she
Yeah,
actually creates things and promotes things herself. Like she is the
yeah,
definition of indie.
She's
yeah.
crowdfunding for the Guild movie right now,
I
which
cannot wait.
I
It's
desperately hope happens. The Guild is
uh,
one of my like
uh,
favorite little things that has happened that no one else has seen, I
I
feel.
only I only know what
it
that
is
is because of
so
Ryan.
It is
oh my
precious.
God. Clara,
I
I want to be Clara.
I know.
I think I might have turned into Clara.
Oh my
You have the same
God.
haircut.
I think adult Kendall became
What
Clara.
is it?
Actually, I need to watch.
Blades was my
Blades.
favorite. I love him so
Oh,
much. Oh
so good.
God,
I
I love the guilds.
distinctly remember watching that in the basement with Ryan. Like I
Oh,
only know that show because of him.
thank you for introducing that to Kendall, because it is
Oh my
very
God.
important.
I am also one of Ryan's babies. Like I
Ooh.
am your horror baby, but I don't know what
Are we her
I
parents?
think
Have we been
so.
Think
happily
so.
married all
Is
these
he?
years and I didn't
I,
know?
we've been co-parenting
I
from
just
different
Aw.
I
states.
just parent trapped y'all. That's what
That's
I
Yeah,
did.
exactly what it is.
exactly.
Oh my
No,
God. Oh, anyway, okay, the rest of this notable
sorry.
cast. There's not, it's okay. We have Ashlyn Sanchez, who plays Jess. She was in Crash, not the sexy one, the one that won an Academy Award. We have Betty Buckley, who plays Mrs. Jones. She was Carrie as Miss Collins. She was also in Split, and she was an Imaginary. Spencer Breslin, who plays Josh. He was in The Cat in the Hat and The Kid.
I literally don't remember him in this.
He has a very unique
I do.
face. Was he one of the kids who got shot?
He was the kid that got shot through the
Yeah.
window.
Mm-hmm.
Kendall, how do you not remember the kid that got shot through the
That's him.
window?
Look, this movie lost me a couple
I
times.
figured.
Okay.
We have Jeremy Strong, who plays Private Oster.
I remembered him.
You know him from Succession or The Big Short.
He
This
plays
was
Kendall.
Yeah, this was his film debut. You can tell.
Yeah.
I hate Jeremy Strong. Because my husband will rewatch Succession, like he throws it on as a background show, and
I love that Martin does that, by the way. You say that in every
I
episode
know.
that
I'm
he
sorry. I'm just
watches
outing
this.
his weird, like,
No, I
autistic
love
activities.
it. I love that he just rewatches stuff.
Over and over and it's like 5 shows. Um, but every time I walk in and I fucking see Kendall on the screen, I get so pissed. And you know why? Because anytime I see a picture of Jeremy Strong, like on a red carpet or not, he looks like a fucking douchebag. Like he is his character in Succession, I think, in real life, and that makes me so mad to think about. I don't know why. I'm never gonna meet this man. It doesn't matter.
if
But I
you
fucking
do,
hate him.
if you do ever meet him, you need to go up to him and say, "You should smile more."
I would it would be my pleasure, truly. Um And is there an M. Night cameo? Yes, audibly, as Joey, whom Zooey Deschanel works with and she had dessert with and thought she had to
Oh my
confess that
god.
to her husband when she thought she was going to die. Oh,
I
everything
wish you
that
had
is
choked on that
involved.
tiramisu.
Thank you. Me too. Everything that is involved with Zooey Deschanel's character in this film, from her first word to her last, I could do without and I actively disliked. Again, I love this movie. You would think that I don't, but
I know. It's okay. It's not a terrible movie. I do say
some would disagree.
I think the Crazies did it better. It's very similar concept.
Similar concept, but I really love
Oh wait, we
the
can't hear you.
Oh no.
Ryan, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh,
Now I can.
Just Kay.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Kidding.
Never mind.
Haha. JK. I think the idea of eco horror specifically is not done a lot because people think it's silly. And I have a little diatribe on this, like, because most of the actors that are in this movie have disowned this movie. Which is, so funny because they all disowned it after it got panned by critics and audiences. Now they're embarrassed. But I think it's really telling that a group of people that are historically well off. A lot of these actors are millionaires. They have multiple homes. The fact that they don't take a movie about eco horror seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People that are actively contributing to maybe the destruction of the planet, not taking an eco horror movie seriously. Not surprised. I think it's really interesting to think about the fact that Mother Earth, you know, not finally decide, she does it in other ways, but Mother Earth defending herself in such a really cool way because grass does give off like an alert signal. Like when you cut the grass, that smell you're smelling is the grass sending out like a distress signal because you're chopping it up.
Oh, I never knew that.
So that's a little scientific thing that exists, and then M. Night took that and was like, oh hey, what if it did something to humans? What if it started to fight back? Now I will say, I think probably with all of M. Night's movies, you have to have a suspension of disbelief. You can't ask a whole lot of questions, especially with the two that I picked. Don't ask any fucking questions. Just watch it. You know what I mean? Because my daughter even asked, she was like, is this even possible? Like, could plants put out a signal where everyone stopped what they were doing and killed themselves? I'm like, no. There's no chemical that's going to affect every person's brain the same way. You know what I mean? Like, that's not possible. But don't ask any questions. Like,
you know what this also reminds me of? What movie?
What?
Pontypool.
Oh, Kendall, yes, it is Pontypool.
You know what? You're not gonna like this, Kendall, but I actually love Pontypool. Misty.
Ryan, I swear to God, we're the same person.
I know. We talked about when y'all talked about it on your podcast a very long time ago. I was like, you're actually the only other person I know that even knows what Pontypool is.
My husband
And
also
I
loves
also
that
like
movie.
it.
I love Pontypool. It is
It's
just
a great
such a
movie.
cool concept to think about. I mean,
well, and you also said something a second ago too about how what was it that you said specifically? I'm trying to remember.
is it about
So I was gonna add
actors
on.
disowning this?
Disowning. Oh, okay. It was about how you were talking about don't ask questions, having the suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. But here's why I think this is a bad movie anyway. If he wasn't the suspension of disbelief only works if it is carried by the characters.
Okay, yeah.
So if Mark Wahlberg and Alma were likable and we cared about them at all, this movie would have been about them, kind of like how The Village was more about Ivy and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, and Lucius.
If we ask too many questions of The Village, you run into the same problem.
Exactly.
But we don't care about that because we liked the main characters. This one, I didn't. I wished Alma would have jumped off the building immediately,
Ditto.
and the movie would have been better for it.
Ditto.
But we had to watch for an hour and a half.
She was just so whiny.
I can't.
And
when he said Alma was acting weird, I was like, she's always acting weird.
Yeah, what else
And
is new?
his friend was like, what do you mean? I would have had the same question. I would have been like, in what way? She's always a fucking weirdo.
Specifically, how would she be weird?
Freaked out.
Yeah.
Also,
he was like, don't ask how. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
They had no chemistry to the point where I was like, is she supposed to be his teenage daughter? I literally thought that at first.
Yeah, at one point I forgot they were married. I'm like, are they dating? They live in the same house.
Zero chemistry.
By the way, what I will say in defense of Zoe is I'm sorry she had to be put in that role with him. It probably was uncomfortable for her.
Good point. Good point.
And let me tell you something. M. Night wrote this role with Mark Wahlberg in mind, which sent me into a bit of a spiral.
Yeah,
if there's a negative thing I'm gonna say about M. Night Shyamalan, it's that. What the fuck, dude?
No.
And I did make a note that I feel like if the two leads were changed out, this movie would be received much better.
I agree. I made a note.
They are intolerable. They are. Literally. Can't stand them.
I made a note that this is just two meh actors that really just bring it down.
Yes. And then Mark Wahlberg trying to be funny pisses me off all the time because he was in that movie with Will Ferrell, The Other Guys. Is that what it was? But his acting, I swear his comedic acting is just mirrored after Will Ferrell. Like he's got like the same like cadence as him. Stop.
It's like, so crazy that he has an acting career like he does. He was in the fucking Departed.
You know.
What are the chances that he actually wrote and directed this movie himself and they just put M. Night Shyamalan's name on it to
I believe it.
Try to pull a fast one.
Just the second he's on screen and he starts acting, because it's immediately teacher. And I'm like, I don't believe you. Like it's when I can tell an actor is acting, I'm immediately taken out of the movie. He's so unnatural. Even when he's playing a cop or a gangster or whatever the fuck he does in other movies, he takes me out.
Well,
except for Fear. I will agree with that.
Maybe I'm a stupid bitch, but what class are you learning where you are learning about noses growing and disappearing bees within the same 10 terrible minutes of whatever lesson you're learning? I'm also a stupid bitch
because I don't know. He was just trying to be the cool guy, and then when the assistant principal comes to class, he goes, "Ooh, guys, don't look." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Shut the fuck up.
I immediately was just like, I can't.
He repulses me. I'm repelled. I hate him. Anyway,
Misty, you don't love this movie. You're a liar.
I know. I actually I like everything outside of Mark Wahlberg, which unfortunately is like 90% of the movie.
Yeah, see, I want to watch it again because I just it's really hard.
And I don't know if you should put yourself through that because it's disgusting. But like the idea of
I want to know. I don't hate this like I disliked Funny Pool.
What I will say, because I'm coming off very, very harsh on this, I do love to make fun of it, which is where 90% of my energy is coming from. It is a terrible movie. I was rewatching it with love and sarcasm in my heart.
See, I feel that. I've said this before. I've apologized to Misty. I am very open to rewatching Pontypool. I think we even discussed having like a revisit episode where we revisit a couple movies
that we've like actively hated and we give it another chance. I think that's a great idea. Maybe we can do that.
I think it would mostly be me because I'm usually the hater.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
I don't either. It's just every now and then there's one that Kendall's like, nope,
Well, I think if it makes you feel icky, that's different because sometimes you can't get past that feeling.
Totally different. Yeah.
That's totally. Kendall actively hates Pontypool and Caveat, like with her whole heart. And
I know. I've never seen Caveat, but I do enjoy listening to her go on and on about Pontypool.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because there's
I
nothing
was
in the
like,
world that's going to change my mind about Pontypool. I love that movie. So I just enjoy hearing someone hate it, you know?
yeah. Well, and I get it because it's like, it's what? There's like two people in it. Nothing
Hmm.
happens. I get it.
Yes,
It makes sense,
I
but I
know.
loved it.
I know.
Honestly, like that would be a great double feature with this movie.
Hmm.
Mm. Oh
And
God,
then
that would be a
wash
lot.
it down with Train to Busan.
Oh, well, that would pick it back up. I'd be
Yeah,
okay, I
we would
think
just end
there.
on a great note, is what we would do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that
Wash it all away and watch Train to Busan.
oh,
Speaking
that would
of
be great.
double features or movies similar to this one, I think that the birds ran so that the happening could crawl, maybe
I was very happy when I saw
huddle.
that note. I totally agree.
It is the
Ooh.
same concept. We have an unknown catalyst
Hmm.
where a natural force is attacking humans, and we're helpless to it. Now,
Yes.
did Alfred Hitchcock do it perfectly? Yes. Did M. Night Shyamalan give it a good shot? Yes.
Hmm.
Like I said, I really love the concept of it. Shut up, Ryan. Um, because this movie also has commentary on two things that I really like thinking about. One is the bystander effect, which they really highlight in the scene in the field where people are actively shooting themselves, and Deschanel is like, "Why are we sitting here and listening and watching these? Why are we not doing anything?" Um, I like thinking about that concept. And also just nature fighting back, because I do have this fantasy of earth eating billionaires. Anytime I hear about an orca toppling a yacht, like, I gain a brain cell. It makes me
Yeah.
so fucking happy. Anytime I hear about, a billionaire blowing up in a submarine, love it. I just, we're destroying the planet actively right now
One billionaire at a
as
time.
we speak, and it makes me so depressed on top of my
Oh,
already having depression. So
yeah.
whenever I can get a little reprieve, I like to imagine the earth killing billionaires. It makes me happy.
I like
Well,
that.
that's the draw for horror in general for me anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person at all, but
Mm-mm.
the way a way that I can process my violence that I
Mm-hmm.
feel is through horror.
Yes, there's
And
some satisfaction in that. There
yeah,
is a happy
'cause
ending when we might not see a real one.
and
Um,
it gives your brain permission to go somewhere that you try
yes,
not to go.
exactly. Yes,
So,
5 stars. Me too.
yes.
I also made a note, which I forgot that I made, but this is so funny to me. M. Night Shyamalan is not afraid to kill children. And I feel like a
Oh my
lot of
God. See,
filmmakers are afraid of killing children in their movies. He killed so many fucking kids in this movie.
I
that shotgun scene was wild. I did
Yes!
not even remember that. While
Me
it was happening,
neither!
I was literally screaming.
Yeah.
I also appreciate
Like
that
full
because
view.
that is such a horror in its own,
Mhm.
and I like
Oh
when
my
people take
God.
risks.
Yes, and like if it does happen in a movie, it usually happens like off screen, and I'm like, no, why are we he's not scared. I love it.
He is
That was
not
awful.
scared.
That was wild.
Um,
And like nothing violent happened before that either. It was very jarring.
yes, like I said, we were in full view of the kids' brains were on the ground. Like,
Yo,
it was
and then poor
crazy.
Jared. Jared just stunned. Me too, Jared.
Yeah.
God, what
Me
the
too,
fuck?
Jared.
And honestly, I think us as a world, having gone through the COVID pandemic, I think it's interesting going back and watching this movie. This came out in 2008. Watching it after the pandemic, particularly, the commentary on the bystander effect, what people are willing to do and not to do to protect themselves, who they're willing to leave behind, the community they're willing to sacrifice in order to live. You know, all those people, like, speeding out of the parking lot of that diner and leaving people behind just reminded me of people piling on toilet paper into their shopping baskets at the I think it's timeless in that way. Like, yeah, we've always been pieces of shit. Like, we are at our core selfish. M. Night knows
Well,
that.
it also has that aspect of like all the things of terrorism, of course, were intentional, but it was
Yes.
brought up to explain everything in such a ridiculous way.
Even
That
after the
is what
fact.
people talked about at that time, though. People
Yes.
did blame everything on
Mm-hmm.
terrorists.
And they're at
Like,
the very end of the movie when it's the happening is over, they're like, "Oh yeah, there are reports that the government created this." And
yeah.
I was
We've
like,
heard that
"Jesus
before.
Christ, this is COVID all over again,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, I watched this right after watching a whole bunch of zombie movies
Mhm.
for our bracket episode and with Tis the Podcast. And I think that I just was
Zombie apocalypsed out.
apocalypse out
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
see.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that because
And
I
again,
saw,
this is not a great movie. Like, just
yeah.
because I love it does not mean it's a good movie. You know what I mean? Like, I like
Mhm.
a lot of shitty movies, and I can acknowledge that this is, especially with acting choices. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Was he coerced? Was he blackmailed? I don't know.
I
Um,
I need Ryan to make sure all of his notes are said out loud because there
yeah,
are some bangers in here.
yes. I could see their all train of thought as he's watching the movie, and
I
it
love
just
train
yeah.
of
makes it
thought.
even funnier.
Yeah. One of the things I have to do for my job is take notes while people are facilitating. So I'm pretty good at capturing stuff while I'm watching it.
I love that you just capitalize things as well. I
Yeah.
do the same because
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta.
Hey, job skills can be life skills. Who knew? It's crazy.
Ryan, I'm quoting Ryan.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Marky Mark just said Alma's acting weird. Yeah, and I heard the sun is rising in the east tomorrow, idiot.
that
I hear
was
that in your voice.
that irritated me so much. And his anyway, sorry.
Oh no.
She never didn't act weird.
She was
Her
never
voice in
normal
this
to begin
just
with. Even like at the very beginning when he walks into the
yeah,
apartment
she's
or the
like,
house and she is not even taking it. She's like, "Oh my god, I guess something's going on or something." Like people are
Yeah.
killing themselves en masse.
yeah, it's like, oh my god, something's going on.
Actually,
Like
thank you, Kendall.
the
That is
way
the actual way that she said it.
she
Yes.
talks
She's
for
figuring out how to
tea.
spell tiramisu with T9.
It
Please.
kills me when people only talk with like their bottom lip like
Oh,
that.
you mean like
Like
Yeah.
Jules this season of Euphoria?
just put like some
Uh,
yeah, hers just like yeah.
Like she's got braces and her jaw's wired shut. That's what she sounds like.
Ryan, did you watch Euphoria?
we did, but I'm not gonna watch the most recent season. It's just been too long, and I don't care
You're
anymore.
not
And
missing anything. Let me tell
I
you
just
yeah,
that.
if you really
If you want to see Sydney Sweeney nude, go ahead and watch it. But
that last
I'll
otherwise,
episode was
pass.
really good and I've been
yeah.
asking everyone I know this week if they watch it because I need someone to talk about the trauma it gave me. It was a very good
Mm,
episode.
There was like one good episode in this whole season, and the
Yeah.
finale is tomorrow, so it's almost over.
we have so many things to watch. It's very unlikely to
I
make the cut.
same,
That's fair.
same. Well,
Um
that's it for me on this. I'll defend
yeah.
it because I love it, and I think there's interesting things to glean from it.
Yes. I think the
However,
concept's really interesting.
I will
And I like
never come down on someone who says they hate this movie. I won't.
I
I
like
get
the
it.
idea of eco horror. I think
Mhm.
that's something you and I've talked about
Mhm.
aside before. I would
Mhm.
love to I really want to create a list of more eco horror
It's
because I
difficult
think
to
that's
do. It's not done very often,
no, it's
because
not.
it can be boring
Well,
and,
you kind of making a correlation to the birds,
mhm.
a connection to the birds
Very,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
It's the
that.
same type of movie,
It is. I never thought of that as like eco like that, but
because there is never an
something is
explanation of
causing
what
the
happened.
birds
Yeah.
to do
And then
that.
they just stop all of a sudden, just like the happening. It just stops until
Mhm.
it doesn't. I think M. Night wanted to go to France, and that's why he tacked on the end of this movie and got a trip to Paris out of it. Good for him. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Ryan, do you have anything else to say about this one?
I really don't. I
You have a note that says everything in the house is plastic. What did you mean by
Oh
that?
my God, that house at the end. Did you all? I didn't remember that either. Everything was fake. He like
The Oh
They were
yeah,
like
the
wandering
stage.
through the neighborhood.
Oh, the model home. Yeah,
Yes.
I was like, is this a movie set that they stumbled upon? No.
Does that happen though? Like, are there just fake houses out there set up like that?
I have never been in the tax bracket to tour a model home, so I can't tell you.
I just thought it
Fair.
was such a weird detail that it didn't need. I just was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but see, this is how I find out things exist in the world that I'll
Yeah,
never know exist. And
crazy,
I'm like, oh shit, okay,
wild.
that's kind of cool.
Um, Ryan has a good note on here. I'm also glad to know the event stopped happening at 9:27. How the fuck was that decided? At least we know why they were okay at 9:58. Uh,
They started throwing times at us at the end. I
It
was
is
so
weird. It
confused.
was, they did that at the beginning as well, and uh, it's unnecessary. There's no reason to put timestamps on anything.
no one care. We don't care.
Unless you want me to
Like,
go back and verify how long this child has been without food and water, I could do that. Otherwise, there's no reason to know when it
how would
start.
you know that?
Yeah,
How? How would you know everybody got good at the same time everywhere?
everybody.
You wouldn't
Everybody got good.
you
Yeah,
wouldn't know that. There's not a
I
word for that. That's not something to measure.
and again, are we gonna sit here and think about this too hard? Like, did the
I know,
chemical
you're right.
dissipate out of the air at exactly 9:58? Like, how did that happen? The
That's
wind?
weird.
Did the trees, are they in cahoots with the wind?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Was it even the wind? Because if it was, they definitely never outran it, so I don't get it.
that's literally what I said when they could see it like rippling across the grass.
Yeah,
I said, you can't outrun the wind.
you can't outrun the wind, so it can't be the wind, or else you'd all be
They
killing
have to
yourselves
be nice
already.
to each other so that the plants don't get mad at them.
Yeah.
Is
Oh.
that actually what's happening?
That's, I think, the plants sense aggression in humans because when they have the group that
You're
starts killing
right.
each other in the field or killing themselves, they're arguing, and then the private freaks out and takes his gun out. You know?
That's great. And even
Wow.
the kid, he was like cussing at them before he
Yeah,
got shot. So maybe they went crazy because of the plant. They didn't just shoot those kids for no reason. Oh my God,
exactly.
Misty, you recontextualized it. Oh my God,
And again, a
See,
great thing to think about: the Earth has gotten rid of all the dicks. It's gotten
that's
rid of all the horrible
crazy.
people, and now we can
ooh. It's
relive,
like Noah
restart.
and the Ark.
Yes, we can
That actually
restart.
makes me like it more. Okay, you know what? It wasn't that bad.
Forget everything I just said for the past
Never
30
mind. You know,
minutes. It was
role of a
okay.
lifetime, Marky Mark. So
Uh,
good.
Twinkle toes.
roll of a
Yes.
lifetime. Put that up there with Gary Oldman and
Oh
Tiptoes.
It's
my.
never
Oh
not
what?
funny.
Oh, double feature.
Never ever want
I'm
to
never
watch
watching
that.
that movie.
I've never
I'm
I am
I'm
not.
never watching it either.
You know what? There is a movie that I just watched that I was like, this concept is so insane. But I'm never gonna watch this movie. And Film Strip put it on their bracket, and I actually watched it. I'm glad I did. It was
What was it?
Angel.
Oh,
Angel, which is about a 15-year-old high school student slash prostitute who helps bring down a serial killer in LA.
Oh
It is
my.
the craziest. I was like, I'm not watching. I loved it. I gave it
it's.
a five
Can I,
stars on Letterboxd.
Did you
can
really?
I oh my God.
Ron
Can
loves
I
that
tell you
movie.
It is.
speaking
Never did I
speaking of
think.
crazy premise, y'all. Okay, so thank y'all for introducing me to Tubi. Um
Thank you,
Thank
Tubi.
So
you.
I just watched a movie. I am not kidding, y'all. This is exactly what it was about. These web people move into a house that they
Uh-huh.
bought on auction at an estate sale.
Oh,
They find a closet full of videotapes.
watch them
Guess what's on
immediately.
right? Guess what's on the videotapes? Serial
Murders.
killer
Mm-hmm.
killing people,
Yep.
murders.
Love it.
Yes. So they can't find anybody that matches the women in the tapes. So they start using it for their podcast, like their blog. And they're like, oh, we found these really amateur horror movies that
Uh,
people made. Well, turns out they're real. And the serial killer sees them on their channel because they hit 1 million viewers and then he comes to kill them.
Oh my,
This,
what is this called?
y'all,
what is it?
it's I will have to text y'all after this. I need to
Please
Okay.
look it
do.
up on Tubi. It was so
I'll watch
fucking
that
wild.
immediately.
And there's ghosts.
Hell
Anyway,
yes.
Whoa.
I'm watching
it
it.
was
That sounds
fucking
great.
crazy.
Yes, it does.
Tubi is where the dreamers go to make shit happen.
It is.
Ryan,
it truly
it
is.
is such a blessing. It is.
And I also learned from Tubi, do not judge a movie by its cover.
Please don't.
That's how I discovered May. I finally was like, what the fuck is this weird ass movie? And then I loved it, and I was like,
the cover's still bad.
Cover's
I agree.
awful.
Yeah.
So bad.
Most of the ones I've watched that are good have the worst covers so far.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll get movies where you're like, was this a school project?
Probably.
I hope so. I love it. As long as they're having fun, I have fun. And sometimes sometimes when the actor knows they're bad, it's actually fun to watch.
Cupid.
Cupid.
The girl that plays the bully was just having the time of her life.
She looks like a little mini Catherine Hahn, which is the perfect segue into
nice.
The Visit.
Yeah.
2015. It's also PG-13.
How?
An hour and 34 minutes. I don't know, because you see titties, don't you?
Yeah, you see old lady titties.
You see old lady
I guess
titties,
they don't count when they're old. I guess they don't count when they touch your belly button. I don't know.
That is so fucked up.
Respect for the crone, everybody. It is a stage of life that is sacred, and we are lucky to reach it.
Synopsis. Two siblings become increasingly frightened by their grandparents' disturbing behavior while visiting them on vacation. Tagline: no one loves you like your grandparents.
I'm glad you said it like that.
Notable cast. We have Olivia DeJonge, who plays Becca. We talked about her when we discussed Better Watch Out.
Mm-hmm.
She was in The Staircase and Baz Luhrmann's Elvis.
She was Priscilla.
Which
I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can too. The Jason Elordi Priscilla with I cannot remember her name. Was really good. Is it Camilla? No.
I wanted to say Camilla too, but I don't think it is.
Carly?
Camille? I don't know. She's very good. This is not a
Please
drag.
Google that. Google that while I do this. We also have Ed Oxenbould, who plays Tyler, who was also in Better Watch Out.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love that.
I love him.
Me too.
Maybe not in this movie. A lot of his character, and we'll talk about it when we get there. There's a character quirk of his that I cannot fucking stand.
Oh, I know exactly what that is. We also have Deanna Dungan, who plays Nana. She was in the Exorcist TV series. Here I am learning that was a thing.
Gina Davis is in that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have Peter McRobbie, who plays
Kaylee is her name.
Kaylee, thank you. What's her last name? Kaylee.
Spini?
Yes, love her. She was in the new season of Beef. She's fantastic.
She's an amazing actress.
She's so good. Okay, Peter McRobbie plays Pop Pop. Brokeback Mountain, The Gilded Age, and Daniel Isn't Real, and Daredevil. The movie Daredevil?
The TV show.
Oh, okay.
You know what? And when I was writing that down, I was like, I should write down the character name because Kendall will know. And I didn't, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. We also have Catherine Hahn, who's in Transparent, WandaVision, Bad Moms, or something.
I love
in a lot of things.
Catherine Hahn.
Me too.
I love her.
Yes.
Her role in this is so interesting because she, in my opinion, is such a star, and she has such a small role.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it wasn't as small as I remembered, I suppose.
Well, and I wonder how much of her dialogue she improv'd too, because
I bet you a lot of it.
It feels like it. It feels like he kind of said, "Okay, this is the general scene, and go." A lot with her.
I bet you're right.
So this was secretly filmed after The Lady in the Water and The Happening and The Last Airbender were just kind of bombs, and no one was kind of wanting to run at him with money. He funded this and secretly filmed it.
I was gonna say this was done in 2015, but it feels like a COVID movie.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
Because there's 4 people in this house, and Catherine Hahn's via Skype, and
most of it, yeah.
Yeah. So,
and I forget that it's found footage because it almost doesn't feel like it.
I was going to pick this when we did found footage because Ryan, close your ears. Found footage is not my favorite. and and
he could just hear you better. He held his headphones closer to his ear.
and this is like the only one that I could really think of, aside from, like the
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch and like the infamous like Paranormal Activity and stuff. And
it's one of my favorite categories.
I know. I honestly don't think I've given it enough. I don't think I've watched enough is the thing. I really think that's what it is.
If those are all you've seen, those aren't my favorite. So
yeah, I mean,
is all I can say. Yeah.
What was it we watched? I can't even remember, Misty. And I was like, I don't like this. And then it was like, oh no, I do. I just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Who knows? But body horror, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. See, I've never really exposed myself to that kind of stuff. But there is no M. Night cameo in this. Oh, this movie is so good. Shout out to my friend Mac, who told me about this movie years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She just randomly was like, have you seen The Visit? And I was like, no. And she was like, you should see it. And that's all she said. And I watched it like that weekend. And I was like, holy shit.
That's such a good one, man.
So good.
I love this movie.
The tension in this, like you can literally feel the movie shifting.
I remember one of the TV spots that they used was her telling Becca to clean the oven. It's so Hansel and Gretel.
Yes.
And I just remember seeing that scene, and I probably this is a comfort watch for me. I've seen it countless times. It's still effective after watching it, I don't know, like dozens of times. That scene is still so scary. I'm like, oh my God, is she gonna go in the oven? I know she's not.
Same thing.
But
it's just so good. And I was afraid I wouldn't like it as much watching it again because the twist is so good.
It is so good. I didn't see this. I'm probably just stupid, but I did not see the twist coming.
I didn't.
I knew, of course, something is very wrong, but I was like, are they possessed? Is it aliens? Like, it could be anything with M. Night, I was not expecting the extremely graphic, horrendous, scary explanation of their actual real grandparents being murdered in the basement. Like, ew.
He really takes something and just goes, turns it all the way up.
Yes.
Like, okay, they're not just in the basement, like they're, like, don't go in the basement because we captured your grandparents, and then at the end of the movie it's gonna be all rainbows and butterflies and hugs and kisses. No, we fucking killed your grandparents.
Oh my God.
This movie, it's so special to me because, for one, it was one of those movies that I actually forgot he made. So whenever it came out, never saw it and forgot about it because people really don't talk about this movie that often.
Which is a shame.
No, so I only saw this for the first time a couple years ago, actually.
Ooh.
I know Stefan suggested it. He was like, have you ever seen The Visit? And I was like, no. And then we watched it. And of course, I was like, found footage. I forgot about this. Totally right up my alley. But the other reason I really like this movie is because we watched it with our friend Kat, who has not seen many movies because she's too busy saving the world all the time.
Literally.
So we were in the Grand Canyon together during Halloween. And this was one of the horror movies that we all watched together because we only had time to watch a few. And I was like, if there's going to be a horror movie that I want Kat to see, it's this one.
Good pick, by the way.
And she also picked it. She called it immediately, by the way, because she's just smarter than the rest of us.
See, I would not want to watch a movie with her and Shane. No. It would piss me off because Shane, have you seen Better Watch Out, Ryan?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so Shane called that from the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad. He does it all the time.
He does.
Like, stop it.
He would quit ruining movies. I think he would like this movie, but I'm still mad about Better Watch Out that I can't show this to him right now.
It's shocking. My God.
I mean,
it is shocking.
I feel like it shouldn't have been that surprising to us, but it was so surprising. Like, I did not
I think because it is so gruesome is what's surprising.
But also, like, they set it up so well.
Yes.
That Mom has not talked to them. There was something crazy that happened.
First of all, this is
Oh
what I'm
no.
talking about. With
Oh
you have
no.
to suspend your disbelief with him.
You do.
She is estranged from her parents, has been for years. The grandparents have never met these children. They are teenagers. She sends them to her parents' house, sight unseen. All of a sudden, they want to visit their grandkids. So she ships them off.
He goes out of the country.
And then leaves the country, which is
Then
crazy.
she doesn't. Let me tell you, my child would have to tell me I'm uncomfortable one time, and I would go pick her up. Not even grandma's running around the house naked and she has a knife.
Well, you know what, Misty? You can't get a refund once you're on the cruise.
I would call the fucking National Guard.
I'm pretty sure I would.
Fuck those kids.
I would be staying in that town, like in a hotel.
Yes,
I
would be close.
At least be an hour away or something.
You. Exactly.
I would, especially like
I would not go on a cruise.
My parents. I don't have to see them, but I'm gonna be close because I haven't.
I'll send my kids there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so horrible. I can't even talk to them. But let me send my children.
It's unbelievable.
It doesn't make sense. You're right.
Like,
There is nothing about
we have to let go of that to enjoy the movie.
For a week. For a week. Not even like a day. A week.
No, we're gonna meet at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're gonna have a conversation. And if I don't want to have a conversation, then my kids aren't gonna see you. But we're gonna have a conversation. Then we're gonna meet at a restaurant. However, then I'll send my kids to your house. Maybe.
I will say that structure is what makes this movie so good, because the moment she turns the computer around and shows them, and Catherine Hahn says, "Listen to me right now. Those are not your grandparents." I remember my stomach fell out of my body. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God. Because until then you're thinking, yeah, they have dementia. They're just kind of
they're weird and they're old.
Yeah. They're not actually in danger. And then it's like, oh my fucking God, these people are psychopaths and these are children.
Well, I thought maybe they were their grandparents and they were maybe a little crazy, maybe a little dangerous, but the added element that they're not their grandparents is crazier.
And then you get the backstory of these two freaks. The woman drowned her own children. And this man, the actual grandparents were therapists or counselors. And
they volunteered, right?
So yes, so these were patients of theirs, which what the
love that too.
Yes,
love that addition.
The story's great.
To your point too, Misty, I think especially the first watch of this, I didn't overthink it because I thought the reveal was going to be in whatever happened between the parents and the mom.
Yes, me too, because that's the reason why Becca is filming this. And that's why we have a found footage. She's documenting the story of her grandparents and why her mother and her grandparents are estranged. It ends up being the dumbest fucking reason. It's a nothing story, but we're led to believe something crazy happened.
Yeah, she slapped her mom.
And then her dad hit her. I'm like, my mom beat the shit out of me probably every day. Like, that's nothing to me. You know what I mean?
I grew up in Texas, so I don't get that.
Yeah. Spare the rod and spoil the child. My mom took that to heart. So I was like, that's it. She hit her mom, and then her dad hit her, and then she literally okay, whatever. But that's what the movie's built up to be. The big climax is the crazy reason why they don't speak anymore, and it is not that at all.
No.
And it's very effective because you're looking for something that isn't even it is nothing. Like you said, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But that's why the whole time you're watching it, you're like, is it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Is something about to happen?
The tension is crazy in this.
It is.
It's
like you
wild.
truly are just waiting for something to happen, and it's like slowly, it's like sand falling into
things.
Glass.
Just slowly get worse,
filling up
and worse, and then you get the weird the shed. What the fuck is in this shed?
Oh, the shed.
And then the grandma under the house scared the shit out of
terrifying.
me.
Oh my
So
God.
scary.
Absolutely fucking not. That's when I would call my mom and be like, I have to come home.
But
I
they
was a
did tell
crybaby
her.
kid in school. I would go on slumber parties and I would be like, I need to go home. And you know
Aw.
what? Sometimes my parents would drive an hour to come get me.
And you know what? That's
And
good
they
for
did
them
it
because I would do the
every
same.
single time.
Yep.
I
Well,
know
your
it
mom
pissed them
wasn't
off.
Loretta, Kendall.
I know it probably
Loretta
pissed them off, but they
would have
never
said,
made.
"Suck it up, Buttercup."
Yeah, or give some like vague reason. Well, they're just weird old people, is literally what she says. They're just old and weird. And Becca's like, Grandma had a knife. Like,
No. Yeah. No.
this is not old and weird. The diaper scene is
Oh.
probably, that will never not be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And I think it's the grossest, most diabolical thing M. Night Shyamalan will probably ever film. There's nothing more disgusting than that.
It's
I
awful.
agree.
It's like really, it didn't even need all the like. It was even worse because they set up that he was a germaphobe.
Yes, and he was literally
So, of course.
paralyzed with fear.
Ugh,
I felt so bad for
it's
him.
awful.
I loved Pop Pop's death because that little boy, and he was, 12, but he was a little boy.
He's still a child.
He was so, he was so scared. And he just the rage of just like slamming Pop Pop's head into that refrigerator. And I do love that we didn't see it because I love to see shit like that.
Yeah.
I think not seeing it and seeing it from the camera angle was just so good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's fucking
And then
wild.
that Yahtzee game. You're not a Yahtzee master. That takes 10 years. I was like, oh my God.
And that's after the kids have figured out.
Yeah,
Like-
and they're just trying to be chill.
Yes.
She starts eating the cookies.
Oh
Oh
my
my God. Stop.
They lost their minds, and he's like, let's play a game. And it's like,
No.
I don't want to play a game.
No.
That also frustrated me so much because now the mother knows something's wrong. She's like, I'm coming. She didn't give them any kind of instructions on how to like protect themselves. Like, I'd be like, be as quiet as you can, and you fucking crawl out of that house and you run as fast as you can to the neighbors.
Like, why didn't she say go to a neighbor?
Nothing.
Like, nothing. Which I don't know if they had close by neighbors. They had that one
There
lady
were
who
two
came by
people
that
that
they
stopped
killed.
by. Yeah, one person. I forgot who the guy was, but then the woman was also a patient of theirs, but she was just like a normal ass bitch, I guess, and she brought over some cookies or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, again, we can't ask too many questions.
Ryan, I need you to read your note about Catherine Hahn and Greta, this Walmart sales associate.
Oh, let me find it.
Oh, I can read it, but it's
yeah, you
funnier
can read
coming
it.
from
Yeah.
you. Well, it's funnier coming from your mouth, but I'll read it.
Oh, okay.
Ryan
I can
says, "Okay, you find it."
Oh,
Yes.
all right. I love Catherine Hahn, Misty. Loretta, the Walmart sales associate, is trying to provide an opportunity for a normal relationship with her parents that did something so horrible to her that she never spoke to them again by sending her children to the people who permanently damaged her without any resolution whatsoever. I can't judge. I do that all the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't. I can't judge it. Do that all the time.
But that's literally the plot of the movie. That's it.
Yeah, it is.
Like, if someone asked me what the visit is about, I'm gonna say that.
It's true.
No, see,
And that I loved it. And then that monologue at the end, I was like, I want to memorize that when she's just talking to the camera. What the fuck is she even talking about?
I don't know. Again, I think she ad-libbed that.
I do too. And it was
great. You think
great.
she made up the reason too?
I do now thinking about it. I think she did because she was so fucking serious too. She was like, I hit my mother. I was like,
and then my father hit me.
We're like, child's play. God, that must be what it's like to live up north. God,
this must be an upper middle class family.
Shit just happened today.
My mother's dead.
That's
I was
great.
beaten. Pop Pop is yet another. This is just a phenomenon I cannot get past. Weird names for grandparents.
I don't think that's weird.
I
hear
do.
Pop Pop all the time.
Pop Pop. It's so hard to say. Pop Pop.
My friend's father-in-law is Pop Pop. And at the wedding yesterday, I saw a friend, her and her husband are now grandparents, and they're young grandparents, but they're grandparents. And I was like, we're like, what's your grandparent name? And he was like, I'm just whatever she wants to call me. And I was like, you look like a Pop Pop, because I feel like Pop Pop's a cool grandpa name. And if you're in your 40s and you're a grandpa, like, you should be Pop Pop.
Maybe that's grandpa. Why I hate it, because my mother's husband at the time when my child was born, what did he fucking want to be called? It was like Poppy or Pop, something fucking stupid. I hate him to begin with, and then I hated him even more for trying to pick a cool grandpa name. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're a loser. But I just think weird grandparent names are just fascinating to me. Because, it's just all mama and papa down here. Or Mima. There's a slight variation, but it's just mama.
Papa, yeah.
My family doesn't do nicknames. It's too whimsical for them. It's just literally grandpa, father.
Call them by their first name, mother, father.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say we just call them by like Joyce and Billy.
Well, I
unironically love that.
Yeah, I called my mom Lorraine for a long time.
I love that.
She didn't.
She deserved it.
Okay. The rapping.
Yeah. I get secondhand embarrassment sometimes so bad. Where yes, I literally am like covering my face as I'm watching a movie, and that happens every time I watch The Village.
Great movie. It's wonderful. I don't even know where to start.
It is a great movie. Oh, I'm sorry. I said The Village. I meant
The Visit.
My bad.
It's confusing.
It's something. Yeah. All of these are the
Yeah,
something.
That's true.
It is.
We picked all the buzz.
We did.
The rapping it is your quintessential white boy, no rhythm.
Thinks he is eating up this rap.
I cringe to death every time
It's really bad. I actually forget about it. I forgot about it just now until that's how long it took me to realize that's what you meant by rapping. Yeah. I thought we were rapping by talking about the movie and just deleted the conversation you started before it even happened.
Now it makes sense. Yes. And then I stupidly said The Village. And so yes, that all tracks.
But you're right. He did rap and it was awful.
God.
It's really bad.
I hate it. And I don't know if we're supposed to hate it. Like, again, this is something I don't know a lot about. Am I supposed to be impressed with his, like, quick skills?
I think it's just supposed to be
just a quirky little guy.
Normal. Like, M. Night Shyamalan has, at least in these movies, the ability to kind of just make things seem, especially in this movie, just normal.
Yeah, natural.
Loretta works at Walmart. She's I
don't think Catherine Hahn has ever been to a Walmart.
She comes home and she immediately pisses off her hot boyfriend. Love that.
Miguel.
Good for you.
Yeah.
But I love that. She's like, I said he needs to watch what he eats now, and now he's mad at me. And I'm like, why are you telling your kids this, Loretta?
She's the cool mom.
Yeah.
Who sends her children off to psychopaths. But yeah.
For a week.
God. And then leaves the I can't get over this. It just drives me crazy. Like, and then goes on a cruise.
She wanted to, she was pissed when they called her. She was like, God damn, they got through.
I would not be able to stop thinking about the fact that my kids were so far away from me. Even if she just had stayed at her house. I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ. They had to, like, take a train to get there. Like, if something happens, it could take me forever to get there. Let alone get on a fucking cruise ship.
Oh my, no.
It's crazy.
She loved it though. She was like, fuck them kids.
She did not care.
I think she even said,
She
she's
was
like,
like, I
this is the
raised them
first break I've
good.
ever had. Like,
Yeah. She said, this
There,
is
it's
me
not
time.
that serious. Like, your children are fine, ma'am. They're not like hoodlums. They're
they're also
okay.
teenagers. Like, you
Yeah,
can
they can
leave them
take care of
alone.
themselves.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
which they just did take care of themselves.
Honestly, they handled the situation very well considering they had no fucking help from their mother.
They
Oh,
did. And
sick.
I will say, Becca, it was very endearing how compassionate she was because she was really trying
Mm-hmm.
to be like, I like these old people.
Yes.
Yeah, she annoyed me in this.
Yeah.
Because she is
But
very stuck up and it's not stuck up. She is the girl in
self-righteous a
school who
little.
thinks she's going to be a film director. That is a very
Exactly.
specific personality that's like ugh,
And it's a real personality. And she
it
was, I
is.
mean, I don't know how old she was supposed to be, but it's accurate. Like there's people running
Is this
around like
me?
that.
Is this fucking play about me? It might be. I was also very annoying, I will tell
That's
you.
not what I was laughing at, Missy. I was just
But
laughing
you
because
made me
we
think
all,
about it a little too long. I was like, ah, shit.
it's
This
not
is like
you.
That's me.
It might have been me, is why I was laughing.
this is like
Um,
we were watching The Pit the other night, and Stefan was asking me about the main character, and I was like, I can't stand him. He stresses me out so much. And Stefan was like, he reminds you of me, or me of you, and I was like, oh, that is so rude.
That is so
Robbie?
rude.
Robbie's the best, Ryan.
The main doctor, his life is so stressful. I don't admire that.
I
I
don't
couldn't get through
admire that,
five
but I
fucking
love him.
minutes.
He's a boss.
He's got stepchildren bleeding out, people screaming, people trying to fire him.
Oh
I
my
can't do
God.
it. And
I
I
still got to
can't.
get to this show. Again,
Oh,
I also
It's
have
Missy.
a long list of shit to watch, so.
I only watch it because Stefan does. It's not my cup of tea. It's very
It's
violent.
Mine either,
I love
but
it.
Kendall's like, Miss, you gotta watch it, so I'm
Missy
It's
will,
gonna.
I
good.
think Missy will like it because it's not drama. I mean, it's dramatic, but like it's not like you slept with my boyfriend dramatic.
Yeah, like Grey's
It's
Anatomy
this
shit.
lady is, yeah, like this
No,
lady
yeah.
is about to die on a table.
Did you ever watch 24, Misty?
No.
Oh, it feels like 24, just in a hospital.
Just like high stress
It's
all the time.
Yes.
all one day. It's one
See,
Yeah.
shift.
I tried watching The Bear and I couldn't get past the anxiety.
I have heard people say that this is the bear but set in a hospital.
Okay.
I would tone down the chaos just a bit and the drama all the way down.
I would prefer to see an ER setting as opposed to a line cook setting. You know what I mean? I don't like back of the house.
To
I
me,
don't want to know anything about that.
this is just a
They're
little
all
more
smoking
like,
meth. I know.
I don't know anything about this stuff. When they say tacky, I know that because I also have tachycardia and I'm like, oh, everyone gets tacky when they're in distress. Cool. Like I've learned a lot. I also saw birth and I thought that was honestly life changing. I feel
Did
like
it
I
really
should
just
have.
really affirm that you should never do that?
No, I was actually going to say, I feel like I should have probably become a
Oh,
gynecologist
or an
or
L&D or a midwife.
more of like a L&D or a
Mhm.
midwife. Yeah, which I don't think you need medical training for a midwife. But anyway, that's
You
neither here
do,
nor there.
because you do have to register. I had two midwives. You do
Yeah.
have to register with the state. You do have a number, but they are treated like shit. So
Yeah. I just mean like I don't think you need like medical school,
yeah,
right?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah. But
Maybe like nursing. I think they could go
yes.
through like a nursing school.
But anyway,
Anyway,
I thought the delivery part was really interesting and I was like, this is so fascinating.
yeah, it is fascinating.
Anyway, the pit's really good.
Okay. Speaking of pits, let's talk about The Village.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
There's a pit.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Ryan got it.
Duh.
Let's talk about The Village, which came out in 2004. Very formative time in my life.
Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
It is rated PG-13. I think PG-13 is probably appropriate for this one.
For sure.
There's nothing too crazy in this.
Yeah. No. It is an hour and 48 minutes long. Our synopsis is a series of events tests the beliefs of a small, isolated countryside village. Tells me nothing about this movie.
Nope.
The tagline is "Run, the truce is ending," which is intriguing, but again, tells me nothing. Our notable cast, we have Sigourney Weaver, who plays Alice. You may have heard of her. You might know her from Alien, Ghostbusters, The Cabin in the Woods, Holes. No, she's kind of a big deal. We have William Hurt. You may have also heard of him. He plays Edward. You may know him from Altered States, the Dune miniseries, Lost in Space, or Dark City. We have my first husband, Joaquin Phoenix, who plays Lucius. He was in Gladiator, 8mm, The Master, Her, Joker, Beau is Afraid, Inventing the Abbots, Brother Bear, and Signs. We talked about him in Signs. Bryce Dallas Howard, who plays Ivy, which Kendall abbreviates to BDH, and this was another something that Martin was trying to like give me a fun fact about to see if he was like smarter than me for this movie, and he refers to her as BDH, and then I came to the notes and I was like, you two are so alike. It is so fucking weird sometimes. Like,
yeah, we married each other's.
That's what I told him. I
said, married each other, basically.
We did. It's like me and Shay like the same movies. Like,
yeah,
it's bizarre. Anyway, BDH, you might know her from The Help, Jurassic World, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn of the Twilight movie saga. We have Adrian Brody, who plays this cast is bizarre.
It's insane.
Yeah, who plays Noah. You may know him from The Pianist or The Brutalist.
What's that movie we covered? Splice.
That's right.
I am not an Adrian Brody fan at all, but he was good in this.
He was good. I cannot wait to talk about the character of Noah.
Oh my God.
Christ. We have Brendan Gleeson, who plays August. You may know him from In Brooks, The Banshees of Inisherin. I don't know how to say that.
Inisherin.
It's Irish. Very American. The Tragedy of Macbeth, the most recent one that had Denzel Washington playing Macbeth. It is so good. And you might know him as Mad-Eye Moody.
And
from a Whittle series called Harry Potter.
Whittle series. He's also Domhnall Gleeson's daddy. And we talked about him in our Black Mirror Patreon episode that you can catch for $5 a month on our Patreon.
Yeah. You may. We have Cherry Jones, who plays Mrs. Clark. She was also in Signs. We've talked about her before. She was also in The Perfect Storm, Succession, and The Handmaid's Tale. Judy Greer plays Kitty. You may know her from 13 Going on 30, Jurassic World.
An interesting choice, but she was fine.
Yeah. Like I said, this cast is just eclectic.
It is.
We have Michael Pitt, who plays Fenton. You may know him from Funny Games, the American version, Boardwalk Empire, Hannibal, and I Origins, which is a weird little horror movie. It's a little indie. I recommend both of you, but especially you, Ryan, to watch I Origins. It's weird. Okay. We have Jesse Eisenberg, who plays Jameson. We talked about him in Vivarium. He was also in Zombieland, many other movies. Fran Krantz, who plays...
I added this one, yes.
Yes.
He played Christoph Crane.
Christoph Crane.
He was the one that Kitty married.
Okay. He was in The Cabin in the Woods, Dollhouse again, and Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes. I'm sure he's in other stuff, but obviously those are the Whedon led
Yeah, a lot of the credits that I wrote down are just my pets, and there are many other credits for all of these actors.
I've literally never seen him in anything that wasn't a Joss Whedon thing, and when I saw this, I was like, and obviously like Ryan's here, so he would also appreciate it.
Yes, I was also shocked to see him.
I was shocked to see most cast members in this. Every time we walked around an 1800s corner, I was like,
"Yeah,
what the fuck?"
Like, well, the weirdest recognition I had was one of the characters. I don't remember his name. He was very minor, but he was just one of the boys in the village. But I know Kendall has seen it, but have you ever seen Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
No, I know of
Okay.
it, you know,
Okay.
like
Well,
in the zeitgeist, but I have never seen it.
it's just so random. One of the main characters from that movie played one of the random boys
Oh,
in the village. It's just so weird
right. Like,
That's
to
I
very
see.
wonder
random.
how he gets this, like, his casts together
Yeah,
sometimes. Like, how'd you get all these people
yeah,
together?
yeah. Very strange.
Yeah. Is there an M. Night cameo? Yes. I did not write it because I knew Kendall hadn't seen this movie and I didn't want to spoil it, but he does play one of the gate guards for the refuge. Kendall, before I say anything, I want to know how you feel about this movie because this is your first watch. This movie is beloved to me. I know Ryan also loves this movie. So your
Uh-huh.
opinion is important.
So I had never heard anything about the plot of this, thankfully.
Good. That's
So
excellent.
I immediately loved the setting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wrote some other movies that it kind of reminded me of, like The Witch and
Yeah.
Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And I love a village
Me too.
situation like
Yes.
this. Um it's like that episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch where her class goes to
It's like a reenactment
a
part.
reenactment and
I
they're
could
like try to hang
happily
her as a
live
witch.
in one of those.
I love that. I like,
It's
please.
my
I
dream. I
let's
Mhm.
love to live in like
this has got to
Colonial
be somewhere.
Williamsburg. Give it to me.
Yes. I do like all my fancy things. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna need my Wi-Fi and my like music.
Yes.
But for a weekend, that sounds great. However, I did love it. I was intrigued by the creatures.
Mhm.
I was very drawn in immediately.
Mhm.
And then at the very end, I was like, what the fuck? In a great
Mhm.
way. Cause I love it. It's not what it seems. I love it. I
Yes.
literally added that to our wheel. Like I
Yeah.
love a not what it seems.
Yeah. Me too.
So
And this one was a crazy, it's not what it seems. He did such an amazing job of fully immersing us in another time period.
mhm.
Again, we are suspending our disbelief for a lot of things. There's a lot of
We
things that do not make sense. There are not enough people in this village to make sure that future generations are not inbred. There's not enough variety in this gene pool. This would not work. I actually looked it up. There have to be at least 1,000 people to have a healthy gene pool to prevent uh, inbreeding.
they
Um,
clearly did not think that far ahead because
no,
this has only been like what 20 years in the
yes,
making.
because
Yeah.
Ivy and Lucius
Kitty,
was a
yeah. Oh,
baby when they came here. So, and he's like in his early 20s. And so this is not even one generation really of, and they've already built a vocabulary and rules and like a religion and rituals and whatever. We're playing pretend. This is okay. Um,
Well, and again, if you hyper obsess over it, as I tend to do,
mm-hmm,
he did mention something at the end about how they were talking about whether they wanted to continue it,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
but maybe that was always like that was the thought from the beginning. This
Yeah.
was their very first time. They didn't know if it was going to work, if it
Mm-hmm.
was going to be feasible,
Yeah.
and maybe it wasn't ever designed to last forever. It seemed more like a test.
Which is selfish.
Very selfish.
God, can you
Oh, I
imagine
hate
Jesse
these.
Eisenberg's character like reintegrating into society?
No, and that's the thing. It makes sense that all the people that live there, the kids,
Mm-hmm.
buy all this crap.
Yeah,
We would question it because we're not from there.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
then it really does make all of the people on the council absolute monsters.
Oh,
Because,
absolutely.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I understand violence in the city, but I see this is rich people problems. This is rich people shit.
yeah.
Like these people had tons of money and
tons of money.
this was their
They
solution
they
to
paid
escape
people
violence.
to not fly planes over.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What
And
the
to
fuck?
fully employ agents around the like you are employing people in the real world to protect you as you play pretend and build a fake society. It's
Lim-
extremely selfish and weird and again, weird people shit. Rich people shit.
Ryan, was this your first Bryce Dallas Howard?
I believe it was, because I will say I heavily associate her with Lady in the Water more so.
Okay, because you
But
have always been a BDH
I know
fan
I
since
always loved
before
her.
Twilight.
I want to say yes, and I think at the time it was very unusual to see a character with a disability portrayed as a
Kendall, I
savior.
desperately want to talk about her disability with you. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Ryan. Please finish.
No,
I
you're
just
okay.
want to make that note. We have to do that.
No, I just know that's why she would have stuck out to me. And the fact that if you're going to say she has a power, she can kind of like see people's energy. I thought that obviously stuck with me. That's very sci-fi. I'm into that.
Yeah. She's also just so beautiful and
I love her.
kind of
I love
unique
her.
look. I mean, it's stupid to say like the world's best curliest red hair and blue eyes is unique, but it is like her face is unique, and the fact that she can cry on cue really works.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I really like her acting. Yeah.
She looks like a friend of mine who passed away in 2019. Her name was Kelly, and I've always thought that, and I think like watching it this time I was like, she really looks like Kelly. Like even her hair texture is so similar. And I even looked up a picture of Kelly and I was like, they have the same nose.
Wow.
They have the same smile. Like it's just very because I think this is perhaps the youngest I've seen BDH. So
I have to laugh every time it's said now.
So I think this is when I was like, she really, really does look like Kelly. But yeah, I love
her. Talk about her disability for a second.
Yo.
God.
Y'all.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just read your notes, I guess, in order of
I will.
Your discovery.
So this was literally, I was really enjoying this movie, but I was writing a lot, and this was a train of thought, because when I saw her, I said, why does she have a cane? Wait, is she blind? I'm so confused. Someone help me. Okay, she sees the color of the berries. I'm phoning a friend. Phoned a friend. Can confirm Misty that she's blind. BDH, not Misty. We'll have to discuss this. So the way she runs, I'm sorry. What blind woman is running down a hill?
Kendall, she's not a normal blind person.
She isn't, but also they only have like an acre of free reign. You know what I mean? So she counts her steps. She knows where everything is.
Yeah.
So
she knew it was red berries. Like she was looking at, she looks people in the eyeballs. That pissed me off. I'm like, come on.
Maybe they're all the same height. I don't know.
She can hear where they're standing.
She needed to take a page from Charlie Cox's book about playing a blind man or blind person.
I didn't think it was really that bad. I thought you did a pretty good job.
I
cannot get over the fact that you didn't know she was blind. I was laughing so hard when you texted me.
She doesn't usually, when someone is playing blind or someone is blind, they look out. She will look you dead in the face.
Kendall, you just hate powerful women.
That's it.
That is the only thing that I
guess she should look down. Don't look at the men. Even if you're blind, keep your eyes down.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
It bothered me.
All right, my face is so bad.
That is the only reason it did not get 5 stars on Letterboxd for me.
Really?
Because of her blindness.
Oh.
I'm not ableist. It's because of her acting.
Kind of sounds like you are.
But you're okay with Hush. That's crazy.
Thank you. That's a good comparison.
No, it's not.
I think that their portrayals of disabilities are equally as good.
Yes.
Bryce Dallas Howard was looking people in the face. Someone would walk up and she'd be like,
well, maybe
because you turn your head to the sound.
She would look
in Hush. In Hush, his face was always hiding, Kendall.
Well, she was deaf. She wasn't blind in Hush.
Oh, damn, you're right.
Missy's over here like, yeah.
I do
You know what?
agree that their portrayals of different disabilities are equally as good. They're not excellent, but they're
So let
pretty good.
me, okay,
I
so
almost won that argument anyway, Kendall, and that should make you worried.
you did almost. So I will say
Uh-huh.
that knowing that Ivy has some sort of supernatural ability that enhances
Hmm.
is
Perhaps.
helpful. And I
Mhm.
did not know that when I was going down my
I don't know
spiral.
if that's like explicitly said,
It's not.
because there
It's
is a
not.
point in the movie where, because William Hurt is her father, and he says, like right before he sends her into this blind girl into the woods alone, he says, "I remember exactly where I was sitting when they told me that my little girl would never see again." So that kind of insinuates that she did have sight for some period of time as a child. So
Mm-hmm.
she has some retention of what things look like,
Yeah.
So it's not like she never had sight.
And to be fair to your point from earlier, they only have a certain amount of space and she
Yes.
probably knows everything. But when she was running down that hill, I was like, oh, she's
I
not blind.
I could see. I
Like,
mean,
I'm sorry, she's running downhill,
I
not just across. She
I
was
just
down. Like, I mean, I would have fallen and I
I
can see.
me personally, I tend to believe that people with disabilities can do anything they want to do. That's just me. I believe
Yes.
they can do the impossible. I believe the
I'm
blind can run.
And
Um, have you seen the Special Olympics? It happens.
okay. Yes. I'm not
But
saying that.
I do. Okay, here's the thing. The thing about it is it's almost like they're trying too hard to make her look pretty all the time. Like she just has to look beautiful. You know what I mean? And ethereal this whole
I was
movie.
Misty, I was about to say ethereal.
She is the lady in the water.
She is
yes, she's beautiful.
she's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
She
She
is.
really is.
She just glows. She's
Well, and
gorgeous.
I can't believe I've gone this long without saying it, but I have to say, as somebody that actually has only seen 3 or 4 episodes of Black Mirror, her Black Mirror episode is tattooed on my brain. I
It's
I think
incredible.
about it all the time. I wish we had a like dislike system just like that. I would be thriving. And even if
Ryan
not,
would
I would
be
be going
downgrading
great.
everybody.
Everybody. I give people thumbs down in real life in front
I
of
love
them.
that.
So I wish there's an app that let me do it like
That's
that.
hero behavior. She
I
is
can't.
and she is an incredible actress. As much as we should talk about nepo babies, that's a
Yeah.
recent discussion. I think that's just the popular thing to do now. She's an incredible actress.
Yeah.
Um, I
Mhm.
always give her flowers. She deserves them.
She's great.
But
I feel like
speaking
she worked her way up too. Like
I do too. She
she
was
did
not
small
just
bits.
well, here's my one qualm, and this is the Twilight story. It is reported that she was not interested in the part of Victoria in the first Twilight movie because she thought it was stupid. And then once she noticed all the traction the movie was getting, she had her dad step in and have Victoria replaced with her. That's the story that goes around, and that's why the original Victoria was fired and replaced with Bryce Dallas Howard.
I thought they said that she just picked a different movie and filmed it and she like broke her contract or something. That's what I
No,
remember.
I did too.
again, it's a rumor.
It could
Hmm.
very well be true though. I mean, as
Who
my
knows?
God, as far as cover-ups go, that certainly would not
20
be
years
the
later, we're like,
craziest thing.
no,
I know.
Yeah.
Misty, she was fired because she broke contract.
Who
Oh,
No,
yeah,
knows?
that totally makes
back
sense.
then I feel like they could cover up stuff better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
especially Bryce. Like Ron Howard is akin to
huge.
Steven Spielberg. You know what I
Oh
mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
can tell
He
anyone
has
to do
connection.
anything.
He
So
was he was in what was that song? That video he was in? Um
I don't know. I know it was in Happy Days. That's how I always do him.
Yeah, same.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Go on.
Speaking of the limited land that they have, the whole premise of this movie is that this village of people that we are led to believe lives in the 1800s is heavily regulated by strict rules of it's almost a religion. It is a belief in creatures that are in the woods. We can't go in the woods because they'll eat us, and we have to wear a special color that scares them, and we cannot use the bad color, which is red. And again, this is just something we can't think too hard about because then, as you said, this council of people, it's horrible of them to do this. It's also just very strange for me to think of them taking this so seriously and continuing to push this as terrible things are happening as a result of blind faith in a creature that doesn't act. I mean, it does exist. So I guess that is kind of like a part of it. It's not like an invisible devil that we never see. It is a creature that does appear and people do see it. It scares the shit out of them.
It looks like Krampus. It's
It does
scary.
look like Krampus.
It's very scary.
Yeah, I remember loving the creature design.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like them.
That's exactly, yes.
That's good. Yeah.
And yes, this is a scary movie. But I more importantly want to talk about why I love this movie, and it's because it's mostly a romance, which is not really something I gravitate to. And if I do love like a romantic movie, it has to be, there's got to be something really interesting about it. And I think horror romance really like scratches that itch for me sometimes.
And does it also help that one of the romantic leads is
my first
Joaquin?
husband? It does. I have a tendency to like, I say hyperfixate just because that's like a word that's used a lot now. I don't know what it is, but like I used to pick like a thing a year that I would pour my whole heart soul into for like a whole year. Like I knew everything about Joaquin Phoenix's life. It was weird. I knew all of his siblings' names. I knew all their birthdays. I knew like if they had partners and children. I knew all about his past. Like his family escaped the children of God, which I always think is crazy.
Wow.
I was obsessed.
That makes sense with the names that they chose for their kids.
Yes, because Joaquin briefly changed his name to Leaf because he was jealous that all his siblings had nature names. So he changed his name to Leaf, and then he was like, this is stupid, and then changed it back to Joaquin. So, yes, I think the first time that I actually saw Joaquin Phoenix in a movie was Gladiator, which, do you have your little incest bell? Because it counts, yeah. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but that was it. That was it.
That was it. That was one of my questions: was why, how, where, and when.
It was Gladiator.
It was incest.
Weird. No, it was not incest, but it was involved, I guess. And then I saw him in this little movie called Inventing the Abbotts with Liv Tyler and Billy Crudup, I think, is in it. Great. And then I went to the theater to see this movie because Joaquin Phoenix was in it. I don't think I knew that it was so much of a romance. I definitely went because it was a horror movie. But let me tell you, and I think the music does a lot of the heavy lifting for a lot of the like really like heavy like sentimental scenes. That slow motion hand grab scene has done numbers for me. Like that's the bar for me.
I gasped out loud.
It is so beautiful and romantic, and like there is nothing better than that. I'm sorry. Like I know that the Pride and Prejudice handhold scene is extremely popular for the romantic girlies. This is my equivalent of how literally breathtaking I think that scene, that hand grab and the violin in the background and them slow motion running through the house. I was like, oh my God, like she was waiting for him and she's standing out there and the creature is coming and of course he gets there. Oh my God, I don't know. That whole scene is just
Oh, I loved that. I love that. Also, the fucking score.
Yeah.
Oh
Incredible,
my
right?
God. So beautiful.
The score is amazing.
So beautiful.
Well, and then later when she's waiting for him, but he's been stabbed,
Oh
and
my God.
like, because that first scene, you literally feel it, like
Hmm.
you feel the horror as she feels the horror.
Yes. And also the stabbing, just for a second, the fact that he even
Yeah,
survived that is, I just remember watching that and I was like, oh my fucking God, he's dead. He
I
killed him.
literally said, "Oh no, not Lucius."
oh no.
Whoa. Ryan, your notes for this have, I was in giggle fits because you hyper focused on the woman who loves
That
the,
fuck,
what is it, the
that
flight of the birds or whatever the
that
fuck she.
fucking like, so much shit is going on, and she's sitting there babbling about the fucking flight of the birds and how they didn't do it last year. Shut up.
Which is just a children's dance, right? It's
I don't know,
well, because she said we so missed seeing the children, so I just
yeah,
assumed it was like a children's dance.
bitch. Shut up.
She's got a lot of
And
shitty
even
opinions.
Sigourney Weaver, her face every time
I
she's
know.
talking to her, Sigourney Weaver's like, ugh.
And you see, that's what I find so interesting too, because some of these adults, there's like a group of 8 of them, I think, or 10,
Yeah, I think
that
something like that.
started this. Some of them
Mhm.
take it more seriously than others.
So, are we to believe that the 8 elders, that's 4 families,
Hmm.
so this village is only consisted of
I don't think so.
4 families?
They
Well, then
recruited
what?
other people to come with
Yeah.
them,
Okay,
like
so those
like-minded
people know.
individuals.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay, okay,
So,
Because I think they're all from the clinic in some way.
mhm.
okay,
That's the network.
okay.
um, so like Sigourney Weaver, who gives a lot of side eye or equivalent facial expressions a lot of this movie. She's got some critical thinking skills. William Hurt, who is the head of the council, also they're secretly in love. Um, he has critical, like, he at some
Wait,
point
who's
they're
secretly in love?
William Hurt and Sigourney Weaver's characters,
Oh, I didn't catch
that
that.
they try not to be alone ever. They try
I
not
was
to.
getting confused as to who was with who. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Um.
and then at the wedding, she tried to essentially make a pass at him, and he
Yeah.
like just rejected her.
Yeah.
His loss.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
God.
I mean,
Loser.
don't cheat on your husband, Sigourney Weaver, but
Um. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So at some point, he's just like, we have to drop the pretense. We're in actual danger. These idiots didn't bring any penicillin with them, I guess. Again, bad idea. There's
rich
no
people, not smart people, I guess.
I guess.
anti-vax.
Oh,
You know,
I,
also rich people problem.
it was very hard not to think about the whole. Wow, these rich people that really could have brought anything with them brought
Yes.
nothing. They brought
Or the
nothing, which tells
social
you,
programs they could
yeah,
start with the millions of dollars they have to maybe prevent some of the violence that they experienced in their life, you
instead
know?
they go hide. Like, what a crazy concept
I
to
mean, it's
maybe
and
true.
they
help
think it's gonna
people.
work though. They think that, like, again, it's the whole, not to get like into it, but
Hmm.
we can just take everything and go live by ourselves, and we're
Hmm.
gonna be fine. We don't need the world. And
Also,
yes, you do.
Yes.
how do they control everybody by
Creating.
scaring
Mhm.
them?
Yes, with fear,
Yes,
which, spoiler alert, is what religion does too. I
exactly.
like, I like the fact that we're gonna think about people thinking they can go off on their own and live in a commune, and the problems will not follow them there.
Look,
Look
that
what
is the
happened.
fucking dream.
Ryan made a
Yeah.
note that said in one generation, which, god damn it, it was so fucking funny. Let me find it, because you said in one generation they made a serial killer and, did you say a blind psychic?
It's his
Yeah,
last one, I think.
the blind psychic
It's the very
and a
last
Yes.
serial
one.
killer.
I don't think they should continue this. In one generation, you've raised a serial killer and a blind psychic. There's something in the pond water. I mean, the
I mean,
problems have followed you. They're still going to exist. You can't escape human nature. is what it is.
Ryan, yeah, I'm gonna need Ryan just to at some point just go down all of his. You have to say every single thing you wrote at some point because this is
This
ridiculous.
list, I mean, I was in giggle fits, Ryan. I'm not joking.
Yay!
Just reading it, I woke up from a nap and I immediately read this. But before you go there, I want to talk about the character of Noah.
Yes, there's a few more points to make for sure. Yeah, let's talk about Noah.
Because I read this trivia before I watched this movie again, which every time I would see Noah, I would think about this and just fucking crack up laughing because Ashton Kutcher was originally cast as Noah.
I literally read that before I watched this, and I could not stop picturing it, and I hated it.
Every time
so bad.
he came out and that was supposed to be Ashton Kutcher.
Can we go down your list real quick of people who almost were cast? Because what the actual fuck was he smoking when he casted? First of all, the cast in general is eclectic, as we said, but these C-listers, not C-list actors, but like, the C-list on the casting call.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they're A, but I can't. Go on.
So, okay. So the character we're talking about is Noah, who is a mentally handicapped person who is played by a non-mentally handicapped actor, which is probably a discussion we could have, but not today. It is played by Adrian Brody. I'm not going to comment on how good or bad I think the performance is because that might be weird to say. I thought it was pretty good. However,
I loved Noah. So.
Okay, yeah. However, as I said, Ashton Kutcher was originally cast as Noah, and I cannot not think about that. That is fucking crazy. The other actors that were considered, and this is a wild list. Aaron Eckhart played Two-Face in The Dark Knight. Yes,
that's my
what? Aaron Eckhart playing. All right. Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane, who played
no,
the skeleton man on the motorcycle.
No.
Who is he? The Marvel character.
Punisher.
No.
He didn't play Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. He did play. Punisher. You're right. My bad. Nicolas Cage.
No, they both have motorcycles, and they were both like around the same time.
He was the Punisher before the TV show.
My Punisher is John Bernthal.
I know. He is a better. He is a better Punisher.
He is better. Yeah.
However, could you see him as Noah?
No, I don't like it.
Could you, however, see Hayden Christensen?
Oh no. Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen.
This is the second episode in a row.
But
where
I love him too, but I don't think that would have been good for him.
This is the second episode that we have discussed Hayden Christensen almost being cast in something. The last one was Hannibal Rising.
Yes, he was considered for young Hannibal. And both of those movies, this and Hannibal Rising, were fresh off of the prequels. So he was really hot at the time.
I was gonna say those prequels were a big deal.
I am gonna say
I could almost see him in this though.
I could almost see it too, but I am gonna say, and this I don't think is controversial, but I feel like he was hot off of those movies. But there's a reason that his star didn't shoot up all the way.
Oh, of course.
I think it's the quality of his acting.
Which is also the quality of the writing. And when millions of smelly Star Wars fans send you letters telling you to kill yourself, you might want to, it might encourage you. Oh, him and the actor who voiced Jar Jar Binks, who also had a comeback in the one of the new Star Wars shows. It might be Obi-Wan. He plays a Jedi. They were bullied horrendously. I hate the Star Wars fandom. The Star Wars is a very important thing in my life, and I love it, and it shaped me partially, but I fucking hate the Star Wars fandom.
They bullied the
Well,
actress who
didn't
plays
the
Rose.
Her too.
And yeah.
didn't the actor that played young Anakin kill himself? Or am I
No,
thinking of
Jake
something else?
Lloyd, he is a drug addict and he is
Drug addict, yeah.
homeless. He
Yeah.
is he a
But he
child.
said it was from the movies.
Yes, he was a literal child and people were sending him death threats and telling him
Yeah,
to kill himself.
which is terrible. Well,
Yes.
obviously, I don't need to say that. Duh.
But the Star Wars fandom is one of the
No,
worst.
it's terrible.
Off.
Well, and it's they want people to die is what's crazy about it. It's like it's not even
That's so it's not that serious, you guys.
It's not.
It doesn't matter, and
It doesn't matter.
it brings out the word like
Yeah.
it's just anyway. We could talk about that for a whole
A fandom is a
probably
toxic
3
thing.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good.
But that's the main thing I wanted to talk about was who could have been Noah and just Noah as a character.
There's some
and
Ivies too, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
and I
and
also wanted to mention that Ivy was almost Kirsten Dunst. She was originally cast, but she
There were
dropped
two-
out to do Elizabeth Holmes.
Oh yeah.
One of the things I thought about with Hayden Christensen, real quick, sorry, is I think it would have been bad for him not because of his acting. I think because he had such negativity. I think he would have got the wrong attention for the role.
I agree.
And I think where Adrian Brody was able to pull it off, I think Hayden Christensen, it would have been like taken as offensive.
Exactly.
I
agree wholeheartedly. Because I don't remember, and again, this is a different time, 2004. But I don't ever remember anyone talking negatively about his portrayal as this character. Maybe it would be today. It is a different conversation today.
It is, yeah.
And again, like I said, that's a conversation we're not gonna have. But I don't remember anyone like talking shit about it. So I think you did a good
two
job.
more Ivies that I pulled from IMDb was Kate Hudson and Jessica Biel were also considered.
Jessica Biel is the female milquetoast. I don't
Can
want
you
anything to do
imagine
with her.
either of them opposite Ashton Kutcher's Noah? That's a completely different movie.
I'm imagining Kate Hudson and Ashton Kutcher acting as a
Running
blind
down the
psychic
hill.
and a mentally challenged man.
Serial killer.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
That is
What
could have Tiptoes. That is the equivalent to fucking
I was gonna say
Tiptoes.
that existed in a multiverse somewhere.
It did.
Misty, somewhere.
The role of the lifetime. We got Tiptoes instead of that.
Yes.
I almost want this instead. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
hate that Tiptoes has yet again made an episode.
It's gonna make more appearances. I'm sorry, I'll never get over it.
People need to. If we forget it, it'll happen
Ryan,
again.
he brought it up in a side chat, and then we brought it up when we talked about Gary Oldman.
Yep.
Or I did.
Now it lives here.
The trailer itself is all anybody ever needs, and
please don't
it's
ever,
amazing.
Just don't watch the movie.
No, watch the trailer.
Don't watch
and then,
the trailer. No,
yes, watch the trailer and let us know what you think. 2girls1crypt@gmail.com.
It's wild. You're not ready. You are not ready.
That's all you need in your life.
Yeah.
I did make a note. If someone who was flirting with me asked me to have a foot race, I'd trip them and immediately never talk to them again.
Really?
That's fair. I would not.
Am I? If anyone knows me, knows I'm not gonna run, especially down a fucking hill.
Yeah. And you can see.
Yeah, I would. I was just all
they
the way
also
down.
had a game where they were just hitting each other with sticks at one point, Kendall.
This is the 1800s,
I was
Ryan.
really,
what we
really
did for entertainment.
confused about the relationship of Ivy and Noah. At first, I thought she was a teacher because they were like fighting, and she was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
And then she said something, and she was like, "Kiss," and he kissed her, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So they're like
not
a couple.
Teacher.
And then
Are
I
they
was like,
siblings?
then I thought they were siblings because he was in the house, and then I realized he was like in love with her. So it was a roller
ride.
coaster.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
And whenever they were playing hide and seek, and she goes into her house, like, because she just talked to Joaquin Phoenix, and she goes to hang up her coat, and Noah is just hiding in
In
there.
the closet, and he's like,
Terrifying.
I
And she
love
didn't
it.
even know. She didn't even know. She just put her coat in there, shut the door. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God, that is so fucking scary.
it is because he's like,
And she's so close. I mean, she could be so close to being stabbed at any point. Now we know that he is good with a knife.
so
Ugh.
Ivy immediately swooping in on the guy that her like rejected her sister is diabolical.
I kind of love it. Look,
I mean,
again,
it's
this
Joaquin
is
Phoenix.
it is Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix. He is gorgeous.
He's beautiful in this.
Yes.
I never got it. And
She
the
clear-
more
she-
Misty, I'm gonna say hyperbolically, the more Misty makes me watch movies with him in it. When he's young, I fucking get it. I get it.
He's just amazing. But you know, these kids are raised in a different environment. We have a small pool. People kind of have to pair off. There's not that many people your own age, you know. Again, this was a stupid decision.
She did wait. She waited for Kitty to make her move.
She did, right?
Talked
She
to
did.
Kitty. She talked
Fair.
to Kitty first before she talked to him.
She did. You were
And then
correct.
she went full on and was like, "Hey, guess what? We're getting married."
She did wait
Whether
for
you want
Kitty
to or
to
not.
get married to Fran Kranz.
Fair. Poor Kitty. She's not happy.
I would be so I know I said that I would love to live like this, but literally for a weekend, I would be very bored without all of my entertainment, that I would be the town gossip.
That's when you just start making potions and stuff.
Oh, I would be like, did you hear that Ivy is betrothed to her sister's first choice? Did you know that Kristoff was not Kitty's first choice? I know, because she like I would be
at your house all the time. First thing in the morning, I bring you some bread and I'd be like, tell me everything.
What's the tea?
Let's have some tea.
Let's have some tea. Yeah, it would be called tea party, and it would literally just be me spilling the tea.
We wouldn't live long.
No, the creature would have gotten me by now.
For sure, because I'd be like, I'm looking at it. You can't make me not. I'm looking at it. I want to see it. The shed? I'm looking in there.
I would have immediately investigated the shed.
Yeah.
I don't do well with any of that. The rules would not have worked well for me. Yeah, I would have immediately the box. What's on the box?
Ryan would have been like, "What's in the box?"
Yeah, no, immediately. Like, it's my first words.
Ryan would have been like, "Oh, I can't go over here. I can't," and put a toe there and be like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
The color red?
Yeah.
The color my toenails are.
Yeah,
they're
he'd
red.
pull up his shirt and have like an undershirt that's red. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I need this. I need Ryan plucked in the middle of this movie.
The shed that we don't use. Why the fuck not? What?
I gotta see why. What's in there?
What do you mean I can't get medicines?
Yeah. What?
Okay, the word medicines
I hate
pissed
it.
me off from the.
I love Bryce Dallas Howard, but she has a tendency to say things that annoy me just because it's just her. It's just whatever. Doesn't mean that she annoys me, but medicines pissed me off every time.
Terrible earworm. I want to forget it.
Yeah. Do your very best not to scream. When he said that, I was like,
scream for sure, 100%.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, I think the first time watching this movie, even to that part, I still had no idea what was going on. So I don't know what I thought he was gonna show her, because she can't see. So what is it? Something she's gonna touch or hear?
Again, why are you showing her something when she can't fucking see? It has nothing to do with her being blind. It has everything to do with the way they portrayed it.
I know.
And it's not even her acting necessarily. I think it's the direction.
It's very funny. I know.
Kendall, you're a bully.
This is when I get canceled.
We can't go through all of Ryan's notes because it's genuine comedy. Maybe I'll like take a screenshot of it one day and post it. But there is one note that really it tickled me pink, Ryan. You said
Which
Ivy Elizabeth Walker, Texas Ranger, and I swear to God, that's one of the funniest things I've ever read. Because she is. She trekked across the forest by herself. She battled, she killed Noah. She threw him in a pit, which was my segue. She threw him in a pit. Yeah.
I have a note from Ryan that I'd like to read. Missy kind of touched on it, but I like the way you worded this. So it says religious trigger incoming. It is around this point in the movie that it becomes really, really clear how easy it is to fool people into believing made-up stories designed to control them through fear. Mm-hmm. These people are really good, and it makes them vulnerable. Ooh, that's good.
Yes.
Ryan and his bird lady comments.
Can't hear you, Ryan.
How about now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, so when just so you know, when it says off, it's on, and vice versa. So
okay,
that was fun.
Yeah, Kendall was just talking about your religion comment.
Yes, I mean, my God, it's why my favorite podcast episode, not even just of y'all's in general, is y'all's Midnight Mass episode, because I also have a very special relationship to religious horror in all of its forms, and I really just enjoyed listening to y'all talk about it because I agreed with everything y'all said. And this is, of course, like a 10% of that same vibe, but it's just a little bit of that same concept.
Yeah, it's the same mechanism,
enough to piss me off when I think about it, because it's like so obvious and it just drives me crazy.
That is one of my favorite episodes we've done too. It was, I mean, I say it all the time. It was so cathartic. I remember I
still feel relief.
Yes.
From talking about it.
I was so sick when we were doing that too. I was having lung problems to the point where like Shane could hear my lungs rattling.
Oh, Jesus.
And I remember like I was in bed watching Midnight Mass while I was trying to recover
to breathe
and
God.
And then doing the episode, and it was just so cathartic to talk about our religious trauma and then that beautiful masterpiece of a show.
God, 10 out of 10 always.
Well, and it just mimics so much like my own life, where it's just that fear of getting punished by something, something so much bigger than you, and for things that you can't control, and it's even in your head. It even knows what you're thinking. It's not, you're not safe anywhere.
It's terrifying.
So religion has been scary to me forever.
Yeah. Valid. Ditto. I was so afraid of going to hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were both raised Catholic, so.
Well, and it's true, but we even, one of the classes I teach is a diversity class where we talk about that kind of stuff. And I say, I don't know, y'all were worried about when you were 6 or 7 years old, but I was worried I was going to go to hell for eternity. So not everything is equal. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what? They stopped. You weren't able to get a sucker?
You can't say skibbity toilet in school. Too bad.
Yeah.
Ryan made a note.
Yeah, anytime somebody makes religion scary, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
me too.
Ryan made a note somewhere, and I don't know which movie, but you made a note about Midnight Mass where you said one of them, someone, I can't remember who, would have been a great younger. What was it?
I remember reading that note too.
No, she should have played the mom from Midnight Mass that was reverse aging.
The old,
she should have played the old version.
The grandma from The Visit. Yes.
Oh, yes.
That was my one negative note about Midnight Mass, is that reverse. I hated that shit because I could tell it was a young person in old makeup from the beginning.
That also bothered me from the very beginning as well.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think she looks similar enough to the actress they used to where I think it would have worked. And
woman is
I just like
gorgeous.
that actress. Gran was the scariest thing about that movie.
But she's so pretty. She's such a beautiful woman.
Ryan, we have to talk about this. Ryan says, I love Judy Greer and think she could have saved Halloween Ends.
Oh, God. I doubt that. I have such a hate for that franchise.
No. We liked Halloween Ends because that's the one with
Oh, Halloween Ends. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Corey
No, that's the one I like.
Cunningham.
Yeah. The movie doesn't need to be saved, Ryan. It's perfect as is. I'm glad you can't hear me say that.
I know. Whatever it was, I know it was bad.
I said Halloween Ends doesn't need saving. It's perfect as is. We loved that one.
Well, well, I think that is not true, but I think if Judy Greer was in it, it would have actually ended the Halloween trilogy and not been a completely different movie.
I liked it because it was a completely different movie. I mean, I went
But it
on
doesn't
for an
matter.
hour about that.
Me
Because
too.
I hate the Halloween franchise.
I think that movie was
Well,
his
and I
audition to play Billy in
Yes,
Silent Night,
and
Deadly
Silent
Night.
Night, Deadly Night.
what I will what I will 100% say about that movie is I did like it. I did not like it.
Okay.
I am just a real big Laurie Strode, Michael Myers fan, and
That
it
wasn't.
was not the final battle
I
I
agree.
deserved.
We also,
We
I
did
think,
say that.
agree.
We can
Yeah, it was not a
imagine.
good
Yeah.
final chapter at all.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
good movie, but not a good final chapter.
Yeah, but I
It's
did like
almost
the
like
movie.
it's almost like making Season of the Witch the final chapter of this franchise. Like it
Yeah.
made no
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
make no sense. I feel like there was something else that I really liked that you said, but there's so much.
Everything he says, I know. It's a lot. And it's been 3 hours.
Yes.
We've gone.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we're huge fans of Shyamalan. And to that, where would we rank M. Night Shyamalan's movies? Just to go over it again, in case someone's not familiar, we have A, B, and C tier. A tier meaning we would pay to go see it at the theater. B tier meaning we would rent it to see it at home, and C tier meaning we'd wait for it to come to streaming. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go A tier. Myself and my family all love M. Night Shyamalan. I think we would all go pay to see this in the theater.
I'm doing this for you.
Okay.
I agree. I think before it probably would have been a B tier, but recently I did go pay to see Trap, and I'm a fan. I'm gonna I would pay. So that's. What about you, Ryan? What would you have said, or what would you say?
I would say A tier. I think I think one of the reasons I love Lady in the Water is because I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
So I think seeing his movies in theaters is worth it.
I agree. He makes good big screen movies. They also work at home. They're cozy. I like watching them at home, but they're also
cozy.
big.
Yeah.
And that they need. I like The Village on the big screen. Are you joking? It's amazing.
It's beautiful, gorgeous. Yeah.
Books and music. So what I did is I picked a few books. I don't actually love all of these, and that's okay because some people do. I chose books that are in the spirit of M. Night Shyamalan in that they have a big swing somewhere in the book that takes the story into a different direction. I chose Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This book is infamous for its huge twist in the middle. You can also watch the movie. It's directed by David Fincher. It's also very good. But
so good.
This book is one of the few books that I literally could not put down. I remember I read it in like a day and a half or something crazy. Like I stayed up after I got to the twist in the middle. I could not go to sleep, and I stayed up till like 2 or 3 a.m. reading that book because I had to fucking finish it. It's so good.
Not to go on a rant about Gone Girl, but I famously avoided that movie for whatever reason.
Ben Affleck.
For years.
That's why you avoided it.
Probably. And when I decided to watch it, I only got about halfway.
Oh.
And I did not make it to the twist yet. And
oh my God.
No, wait. I think I made it right when they did it. So I didn't see the last half. So then I went back and I watched it from the beginning, and then I was like, this is so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I picked a classic, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. This shivered my timbers as a younger teenager, I guess, is when I read this. I could not believe the twist in this story. It fucking got me. It is so good. I think it still delivers. If you have somehow not read And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, it's a short story. It's not a novel. It is It is one of the best whodunits I think I've ever read. She's a master at what she did, and I think this is one of her best. And then lastly, I chose a book that I DNF'd. However, it is much talked about in the horror lit community. A lot of people love this book. I fucking hated it because it has a trope that I do not like, and I could read into it because I hate it so much. I knew that that's what was coming, and I couldn't continue. But a lot of people love this, and that is The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. Um, I'm not even going to tell you what it's about because I fear I'm going to give away. Just read the synopsis, and if it seems like something that's up your alley, you may love it. I did not, but I just wanted to mention it because it is a beloved twisty book. Music.
So I'm really excited because
Me too.
I don't know what I was going to do, but I was going to do this. And I saw that Ryan had filled it out. And
Yes.
I am super excited about that because I told Misty this. I said, you're the reason. Ryan is the reason I am the way I am with music. So
I don't think that's not true. You were always like that. We were both just similar.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's not true.
So so please tell us what you have for music.
This is a treat, by the way.
I really wasn't trying to even think about it. Those just came up while I was writing. So it wasn't like I had searched it out thing. So
organically.
Yes. The Village is an awesome song. It's sad, but that movie is sad.
Mm-hmm.
So it matches thematically. The context I saw the song was more so about like trans youth, but it also totally applies to just this small-minded set of the people in this village and how they blame everybody for the problem, but they're the problem. And that's really what the song is. And it's about, it's not you. These people are crazy. So that obviously fits the movie to me. And then Ghosting is just a fun song. I really love that band. I always forget their name. Is it
Mother?
Mother. Yes. I always forget if it's one or two. But I really like them. They have a couple songs that are really good, but it's just when I was watching Sixth Sense, I kept singing Ghosting to myself.
Oh.
Every time there was a ghost that would like walk through the room, or I'd be like, I'm still ghosting. So I was I mean, to me, that means I associate it with the movie now.
Yeah, obviously, if it just pops up.
Yeah.
Love
but
that.
That's it. Not super deep.
That's fantastic. That really just made me so happy. Yeah, like I said, Ryan has influenced me a lot with music. We still send, I think a few weeks ago, we were sending Florence songs that we've heard for years. And we're like, I'm hearing this in a new way now. And we had to share it.
Absolutely. Well, even I still rewatch that scene from Stranger Things with the Kate Bush scene. I still rewatch that every week at least. Just because of the musical impact of it. That's it. I just love it.
Fun facts. Before I got engaged, like I don't even know, probably a year. I have no idea. I asked Ryan. I was like, "Can you please make me a playlist of songs that when I finally do get engaged, I can listen to it and it's just like embodies exactly what I need." And he did, and it was perfect. And I still have it.
I envy you guys for your ability to do that. I'm not a big music person. Cue religious trauma. I just never really connected with music because I wasn't allowed to have it. So it fascinates me that you guys can just like pop out thematic playlists that are specific and amazing.
It was really important because my dad actually loves musicals, so it was one of the few things that we had in common, even when I was a very little kid. So I just love music, and I always associate music with moments anyway.
Yeah,
me too. It's so important to me. And then I was proposed to in a musical moment, so it's honestly
perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. So this is a treat because
Yeah.
Ryan's here and he gets to
Yes.
spin for our next episode. So you get to experience
Yay.
the moment because it's
And
very
maybe
fun.
influence our choices.
I know. Please send a good psychic
God, please
something.
give us
Because
something.
this is the one with the numbers.
Okay,
So.
that's fine.
All right. Let me turn this up. Okay, we didn't get a number again.
Oh.
We got trauma.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's trauma?
Trauma is a production house.
Why did we put this on the wheel?
Oh
Because
no.
Trauma is responsible for the Toxic Avenger. Trauma is responsible for Tromeo and Juliet. Let me see what I have written. I do have a lot.
You know what? This might not be that bad for y'all.
I think it'll be fine, but it's one of those that I have nothing that pops in my head.
Okay, so there is a movie on here. Okay, Trauma in a nutshell. It's I don't know if it's a production house per se. They produce these are all movies. The list that I made, they're either produced, released, or distributed by Trauma.
Okay.
They have a brand, and it is shitty movies, shitty B raunchy movies, which we love, which is why
we are
I
gonna
added
love
this.
it. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
Frankenhooker is a Trauma movie, and that is on Film Strips bracket this year for.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if you want to do double duty,
I was gonna pick that one. Actually.
Excellent. I've never seen it, and
Cool.
I'm excited to watch it. So Frankenhooker. I all right, I've seen this one and it is fucking terrible, but I want you to watch it. And it is called Beware exclamation point children at play.
Yes.
God, it's bad.
This is gonna be a fantastic episode.
I think so.
I was scared when I saw it, but I'm
it's been a minute since I thought about
Trauma.
This list, but
I blame Ron. I'm pretty sure he gave us this idea.
Well,
or maybe thank him, or
it's definitely inspired. I think at one point I was like, wait a second, we need to put Trauma on our list.
I think it was because of Ron.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on him.
Ooh, okay, let's see. I want one with like a real. There's a lot of exclamation points. If I can find this, there's one called Rabid Grannies.
Oh, I've seen that. Or let me just say, I never finished it because it's so bad. It's fucking wild. It's about rabid grannies.
Good. That sounds perfect.
Okay. Let me, because the one I want to see is not on anything, I don't think. Because like Poultrygeist is.
That sounds good too.
Wasn't that one of the fake trailers in Grindhouse in Planet Terror? And was it Poultrygeist?
I know it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So I'm between Maniac Cop and Alucarda. Okay. We might have to rent Alucarda if we can't find it on YouTube, but that's the one I want to see. There's a goat in that movie, and it looks like two women are about to kiss. So
the other two other three are on Tubi. What's Alucarda? Is that what you said?
Alucarda. Alucarda. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be crazy.
They're on Tubi, so
yeah,
it's.
I think you're gonna be surprised. I looked at that list and I'd seen a couple of those movies. I didn't realize that genre had a name.
Yeah,
but
I didn't either. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to rent that one, but everything else is on Tubi, so that's cool.
Excellent. We might be able to look for it on YouTube as well.
This will be a ride, Ryan. I think you will enjoy listening to this. Hopefully, we'll enjoy talking about it.
I'm excited.
Yep. Now you know what movies we're picking, and you can watch them. And so when the episode comes, you
already know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
Rabid Grannies is probably not something anyone has seen.
I have not seen that. All of the ones y'all said I had never heard of. So
okay.
I just wanted to pick ones with the most ridiculous names.
Frankenhooker is a cult classic, I do know. So a lot of people have seen that one, but I'm glad you picked it because, well, I would have watched it anyway for the bracket, but I'm glad we get to talk about it in depth.
I love doing double duty for that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, Ryan, thank you for coming on. This was so fun.
Yes, it was so fun. And we did run long, and I am sorry if we kept you up late. But I really, really, really love talking about all these movies with your brain in the room.
Too.
Especially being another M. Night Shyamalan lover. I like talking to people who actually appreciate his work, you know?
Me too.
Yeah.
And we kind of like picked apart these movies while also saying how much we love them.
I think we were fair and honest.
I think so too.
It was overall positive.
Yes,
it was overall positive. Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of shit talking about certain white men, but it's fine.
Well,
there will always be shit talking about white men. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You could be lonelier. Anyway, thank you. And have a good night.
Thank y'all so much.
Bye, Ryan.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Two Girls, One Crypt. If you like what you heard, find us on Instagram and Facebook at Two Girls, One Crypt and let us know. We also have a private Facebook group where we can discuss more fun horror things, and that is Two Girls, One Crypt Keepers. We would also love to have more friends on the podcast. So if that is something that sounds fun for you, send us an email at twogirlsonecrypt@gmail.com and let us know.